Oh, hello. Am I coming through? What the heck? Where's anything? Hold on. Alright, thank you. Oh, come on with this crap. There it goes. God dang, dude. Jesus. It's not one thing, it's another. How's it going, Nigel? Yeah, apparently I found out last night. They're like, I got a message from Xfinity. They're like, we're gonna do some work on your cables, boy. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess. And then, it could be done as early as 6 a.m. So I get up, and the Xfinity is disconnected at 7. And then they start at 8. Get a notification saying, work has just begun. And I'm like, wow, really? It's been off since 7. And you guys are just now doing it, huh? Okay. They don't get done with it until 5:30 p.m. And I was like, well, it's a good thing my life doesn't depend on being able to upload and content create. Haha. That's cool. This is an add-on for Minecraft? Really? This is an add-on, not a mod. That's cool. I am so happy to see Minecraft doing more than just adding new blocks. Honestly, this is amazing. I don't know why it tickles me so, but it does.
Dino secured. Heading back now.
That's really cool. They got the Superman one, and now they got the Jurassic World one. So, back whenever I was in high school, I found a game that was free to play called Dust EVE Online. And I believe this is the next thing from it.
Do you hear it? The whisper in the dark.
Recloning process complete.
The storm on the horizon.
Contact with atmosphere in 3, 2, 1.
The trailer. The floor of the creek.
Stand by for insertion.
They underestimate us at their peril. For we...
That's totally what this is. So, like, the interesting thing about the game is, like, so you know how in... Oh my god, what is the name of that stupid game? It's not stupid, but Helldivers 2, where you drop in the pod. So in this game, you run and jump off the ship, and you like shock troop in just like that. You don't get a pod or anything. It's very interesting because you can control it mid-flight.
Rise again.
You used to be able to get like really cool battleships and stuff. That's really cool. It was multiplayer. Hey, you getting solar panels? I'm jelly. It's kind of crazy and sad to think that they used to pay you to get those put onto your house. You used to get like a stipend. Bro, you about to save some money. Oh. Sure, that's how that works. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so fun.
It's made of scientists.
The lift. Looks like it's gonna be really cool. Oh, you actually go outside too. That's really fun.
Death spares neither God nor man. Yet even death must bow before fate. The gilded mist approaches, bearing ruin and opportunity. To mend what has been torn, to find what has been lost, to herald a new dawn.
That gameplay looks so familiar. I think this is
Or
multiplayer.
lose it all to the night.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
In spite of the horrors of the mist, Do you dare hope?
This looks really good. This looks really, really good. It does have co-op, it looks like.
Then let the hunt begin.
Oh, is this the Alien game? Yeah! This is that Alien Rogue Incursions game. This looks so good. Look at them all.
Xenomorphs. Deadly.
Damn!
Relentless. Unstoppable. If they reach Earth, humanity ends. As long as one colonial marine fights back, we still have a chance to survive.
Damn, look at them all. And a queen, too. Xbox. Disgusting. It seems to be the only thing that COD's gotten right is the new zombies maps. Let's see how this one looks. I miss what the original COD Zombies was, where it didn't have all this stupid Easter egg crap in it. I miss, like, Black Ops 2 Zombies, where the Easter eggs were like a song and, like, some other little Easter eggs. It wasn't actually an Easter egg. It wasn't actually a story. Now you have to, like, do these really freaking hard, like, story things in it. I'm just not a big fan of it.
Welcome to the party.
Oh my god, they brought back Dempsey.
You got that straight. It is a party, and y'all are the guests of honor. Or, technically, the main course.
And who the fuck are you?
I know. Y'all are confused. So was I. But as they say, this too shall pass. y'all real soon. In the meantime, why don't y'all get to know some of the natives?
Oh, damn.
Kill them or be killed!
Yo, just imagine if they had like 8-player co-op zombies. That'd be crazy. Like 2 teams. Oh! If only they could get the main campaign sorted, this might actually be worth the crap. I'm impressed. I actually am.
You all are some bona fide cutthroat killers. This is gonna be fun.
Are they pulling out all the stops now? They know they might be cooked.
Today, I'd like to talk a bit about the future of Palworld and Pocket Pair. But first, I want to extend a big thank you to you all. Thank you so much for your kindness and support over the
I
last
wonder how they're doing ever since they got sued by Nintendo.
20 months. It truly means the world to us and motivates us to work even harder to make better and better games for you. Now, let's talk a bit about Palworld. Things are going to be a little different from here on out, and we want to take this chance to explain why. But don't worry, it's not bad news. Since Palworld's release, we've shipped 5 major updates, each adding new mechanics and improving the game in various ways. Version 0.2 introduced raids, a feature many fans have enjoyed and one we've continued to expand. Version 0.3 brought the first new island, Sakurajima, along with many new pals and quality of life features. Version 0.4 shook things up with Fabric, a large new landmass, new faction, new pals, and many new mechanics. Version 0.5 brought crossplay to Palworld, allowing players on any system to finally play together.
That's cool.
And finally, version 0.6, Tides of Terraria, was the long-anticipated Terraria collab, accompanied by many more quality of life improvements.
Oh, that's crazy
and new
looking.
features.
What? How did I miss all this?
Now, we've reached a crossroads and need to decide what comes next. While we have a lot of ideas for where we want to take Palworld, we also need to start thinking about Palworld 1.0. Beyond just adding new content, there's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done before Palworld can exit early access. It's no secret that Palworld has a lot of quirks and jank, and we want to take the time to properly address those before releasing the game. With that in mind, we plan to start that cleanup this year. Our goal is to ultimately...
Oh, they're actually trying to release the game this year. It's been in like beta or alpha or whatever for so long now.
Release Palworld next year in 2026. And we think taking the time now to fix those problems will ultimately lead to a better game.
That's what's up.
So, what does this mean? It means that things will be a little quiet from us for the rest of this year. It also means our winter update won't be as big as Fabric was. We hope our players understand that we're taking this extra time to improve the game overall. Now, that said, it doesn't mean there will be no updates. We still do have a few surprises planned for our winter update this year. We just want to be transparent about where we're headed and the development of Palworld going forward. Development of Palworld is not slowing down or scaling back, quite the opposite. Palworld 1.0 will be a major milestone for us, and we have a truly massive amount of content planned for the 1.0 update. Rather than rushing it, we believe that laying the right foundation now will lead to a better game in the end. We're really excited about this, and we hope our fans will be really excited about this too. We plan to share some sneak peeks about Palworld 1.0 in the very near future. Quick note on Pocket Pair's future. Many of you may already know this, but in January of this year, we launched Pocket Pair Publishing. Pocket Pair Publishing was born out of the desire to give back to the industry and help fun games get made. Thanks to Palworld's success.
So they actually have like a thing that helps smaller game developers? That's pretty legit.
We're in a very lucky position and are able to help other developers and take risks. We want to use our success to help support others. Pocket Pair Publishing won't be developing games, but rather we'll be helping other developers with things like funding, marketing,
Yo, that's what's up. That's really cool.
distribution, or just offering them some advice. We're already working with a number of developers and teams from around the world, and we hope you look forward to the games that these teams are working on. Pocket Pair is also working on some other things. We don't have much we can talk about or share at the moment, but as the company grows, we continue to experiment with other ideas for games. Of course, right now, most of the company's focus is on Palworld, but we want to stay true to our roots, which is why we've got several smaller teams tinkering away at ideas that hopefully will turn into fun games for you all to play. We'll have more to share about this in the near future as well. Once again, thank you all for your continued support of Palworld and Pocket Pair. We will continue to try our best and communicate more openly with you, our fans, about what is going on. We love making games, and nothing makes us happier than when you, our fans, enjoy
cool.
the games.
I like that dev company's doing that. That's awesome. I'm really happy for them. I really am. That's exactly what I would love to do with YouTube whenever it takes off for me. I plan on helping out a lot of smaller content creators. That's exactly what I plan on doing with my YouTube. 100%. Who's this? Frontier. Oh, that goes hard.
But still I stand and breathe. You know my name. No place, no rest, just goes beneath my feet. I wrote the game.
What a banger of a song, yo. Let's go. Gameplay looks clean. Oh, I love the sound. Oh, that looks good. What is single player, huh? Oh no, it's got like a multiplayer aspect to it. Got squads. Oh, that's PvP. Bro, that sound. Oh, that squishy sound. That's what it used to sound like in the original like World at War gameplay. That sound. Ooh, squishy. like the ting sound whenever you hit somebody's helmet. It also is the same sound they use in the M1 brand. Ooh. Ooh. What the hell was that thing? Ooh, Pioneer. Interesting, okay. Oh man, you know we gotta get our Jurassic World in. Here we go. Megalodon? You can get the
Introducing
Megalodon?
the Megalodon, the apex predator of the prehistoric oceans.
Really?
Now reborn in your park's lagoon.
That's cool.
This colossal mackerel shark commands attention with
Mackerel
bone-crushing jaws and a size that
Ooh.
dwarfs even the
Oh, they're gonna kill each other.
mosasaur. Megalodons
Mosasaur.
tend to be solitary and territorial,
Yeah.
so ensure large enclosures.
You know, a little fun fact for people who don't know this, they actually can't keep great whites in captivity because they'll either starve themselves to death or they'll break their their enclosure. So that's why you can't go somewhere and view great white sharks. Can't do it.
And minimize competition to keep them at ease. Be sure to carefully monitor their well-being. These giants demand constant attention,
That is a huge
but
shark.
offer unmatched spectacle. Powerful, primeval, unrivaled. The Megalodon truly brings prehistoric legends back to
You
life.
realize that's just a huge fish, right? It's just a huge fish with teeth. That's the scariest part about it. Like, if you think of it at like the base level, it's just a huge fish with really sharp teeth. Yo, that music is kicking. That adds. What the hell is that thing? D-Rex? We're gonna move. Apparently, Assassin's Creed has a new DLC. We're gonna watch the review for that. What we got? Oh man. So I've been playing, as you'll know if you've been watching the streams, I've been playing Borderlands 4, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've been kind of enjoying it quite a bit. I played it all day yesterday while the internet was out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am enjoying it way more than Borderlands 3 ever gave me enjoyment, like straight up. But this dude needs to keep his damn foot out of his mouth.
Today's gaming news, Gearbox's Randy Pitchford is still arguing with Borderlands fans online. Rockstar, like everyone else,
It's got some problems, and I'm kind of depressed that a lot of the main characters have been killed off because of this woke ideology crap that they've put into it, but you know,
GTA 6 to be the biggest game launch ever, and it looks like Rosalina will be playable in the Switch 2 version of Super Mario Wonder. This
I
is
don't
Daily
care.
Fix.
All right, where's Randy? I think I have Penguin pulled up.
Pitchford is on the offensive
As
when it
well.
comes to
We'll talk
Borderlands
about
4
it
PC
again.
performance. He spent the weekend responding directly.
Oh, that's right. So a lot of people are having a lot of problems on PC because it plays like crap. Apparently, it's got a lot of performance issues to the point where it's like not even playable.
To complaints on social media to claptrap back at disgruntled fans. I didn't write that joke. The outspoken Gearbox chief addressed complaints about Borderlands 4 performance on PC.
I started playing as the barbarian, but his like skill kind of stinks. I started playing as Rafe, and I've been using. First, I used the single gun, and now I'm using the turret that like spawns on his back. Bro, it's OP as hell. They're gonna nerf the shit out of that, but I'm enjoying it while it lasts.
Pitchford told people to code your own engine and show us how it's done, please. And he declared Borderlands 4 a premium game made for premium gamers. On Twitter, Pitchford said, every PC gamer must accept the reality of the relationship between their hardware and what the software they're running is doing. We have made an amazing and fun and huge looter-shooter campaign game. The game is pretty damn optimal. which means that the software is doing what we want without wasteful cycles on bad processes.
Jesus.
Pitchford went on to insist that PC gamers have tools that help them balance their preferences between FPS, resolution, and rendering features, and they should make use of them. But then he said, it is a mistake to believe or expect that PCs between minimum specification and recommended specification can achieve all the extremely high frame rate, maximum ultra features, and extremely high resolution. If that last post makes you have a negative reaction, I bet you have emotions and expectations that you feel aren't sufficiently attended to. I'm sorry. He tweeted to say customer service reports for Borderlands 4 are roughly 1% of installs and 0.04% are PC performance related. Responding to one person who told Pitchford that Gearbox would have been better off building the game for the most common hardware, that's when he tweeted,
That's what he should have done. Why wouldn't you build a game for the most common hardware? That seems really stupid.
Borderlands 4 is
I mean, maybe if you're trying to think ahead and like build a game specifically to like eventually, you know, get more into. Oh, how's it going, Justy? Sorry, I just now saw that little comment. Sorry about that, boss. But like, why wouldn't you build it for the most recommended, but then have a version of it that is for like more advanced hardware? You know, like why would you go with the more advanced hardware?
premium game made for premium gamers. Unlike on PlayStation and Xbox, we cannot prevent a PC player with suboptimal hardware for the game from trying to play it, so some try and get mad. If you're trying to drive a monster truck with a leaf blower's motor, you're going to be disappointed. If you discover your system can't run the game well by accident or wishful thinking, or don't want to try to mess with settings to make things good enough for you, please use the refund feature on Steam rather than have a subpar.
Damn! Rolling hard in this one. I actually can't. I don't like his attitude towards it. I think he's an idiot. And he's doing everything he can to make sure players don't play this game for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I haven't gotten far enough in the game to say if it's good or bad. I've just been enjoying the gameplay, doing bounties and side missions. And I think I've done like a total of like maybe 6 main quests.
Experience. And responding to one person who said Gearbox should make Borderlands 4 look good without using AI upscaling technology, Pitchford hit back with a dose of sarcasm. Code your own engine and show us how it's done, please. We will be your customer when you pull it off. The people doing it now are clearly dumb and don't know what they're doing, and all the support and recommendations.
You know, I kind of agree with this. I hate to say it. I can't stand, like, for example, whenever I reacted to that firefighter simulator game, and the guy pulled that, like, 3-decked ladder out of his ass and, like, put it and set it up with one hand to climb the building, bro, I can't tell you. Because I was like, dude, there's no way. That's got to be like a 300-pound ladder. There's no way. How many people, I can't tell you how many people on TikTok were down in my comments saying, well, you know, if they don't have weak members, and then like, I noticed something. There was a mega shift in comments because I noticed firefighter accounts were actually commenting in the comments. And I know this because I would click on their profiles and it would be all firefighter related stuff. It would be like them doing stuff and doing all kinds of cool things. I miss it so much. But, like, they were, like, hitting back at the other commenters. I can't, where I'm going with this, I can't stand it when people talk about something and they've never done it or know anything about it, but they're going to give their 2 cents, by golly, all G. And it's like, dude, go away. You're annoying. You're not helping anybody and you're spreading misinformation. There needs to be a report button for spreading misinformation. It's so stupid.
And architecture from the world's greatest hardware companies and tech companies working with.
But I can relate to this, so I kind of know where he's coming from. I really can.
World's greatest real-time graphics engine coders don't know what you seem to know in sarcasm. So yeah, Borderlands 4 launched last week, hit a peak concurrent of over 300,000 players on Steam alone, a figure significantly higher than any previous Borderlands game. However, Steam reviews are mixed.
It really brought back Borderlands 2. I love that they went away from the linear map design and they made it completely open world. They did themselves a huge service just by making the game open world. And by having world bosses, bro, oh, it's so sweet.
With most of the complaints revolving around PC performance. Moving on, Rockstar has some particularly grand hopes.
Nope, that's it. Okay, we got 2 reviews, boys. I'm gonna save Silk Song for here. Oh, you know they're gonna rate this high. You know they're gonna do it. You know they're gonna do it. We got the Assassin's Creed Shadows Claws of Awaji DLC. I'm gonna rate prior to this. They're gonna give the video, they're gonna give the game an 8. They're gonna give the DLC an 8. I'm gonna watch this and probably give it a 6. It used to be 7 for IGN, now it's 8. Because, you know, they don't want to rate it any lower because, you know, they got to keep their money. You know what I'm saying? They got to keep getting these free games to do reviews.
Assassin's Creed expansions come in 2 flavors. Straightforward follow-ups that elaborate on the drama and intrigue of the main game.
By the way, this game absolutely hit rock bottom. It bottomed out big time. It failed to deliver.
Or completely bonkers flights of fancy that turn everything upside down by adding unicorns or dragging you to Asgard. Shadow's expansion, Claws of Awaji, is firmly the former, almost to a fault. Now I get some new combat tricks thanks to a whole new weapon type, and the general pace of exploration.
Why would you add 2 characters? One of them is slower, the other is like standard. They should have made both the characters like movement standard. It makes no sense to add 2 different characters with 2 different. It's just so
is
stupid.
made more hectic and tense as enemies are way more dangerous and way more motivated to bring the fight to you. But the land itself doesn't feel much different than the rest of Japan, and the straightforward adventure is light on revelation and doesn't make too great a case for its own existence.
Oh man, here we go, boys. No, it doesn't. It didn't. At launch, it was a complete and total failure. It failed every category. Graphics were broken. The game itself ran okay, but I couldn't tell you how many TikToks and shorts I saw. This over here actually, of them like standing on the cliff and them looking out at the world and being like, you can't get this in any other game. And then you saw off to the left at the top, you could see the boundary of the map. Like you could actually see like a clear fog of the map. And it's like, bro, you can go to just about any other game and it not look like this. This looks like Dookie. What do you mean? What?
The story that carries our heroes off of the mainland and onto the
Play Red Dead Redemption. It looks way better than this.
Is much like that of the main game, filled with colorful characters and a shadowy group of conspirators that need to be brought down.
Play Ghost of Tsushima. Even play Borderlands 4.
But it's a simple and predictable tale on the whole. It does pick up the threads of Naoe's missing mother and the growing influence of the Templar Order in Japan.
Yasuke, this is my mother.
I am shocked that the voice actors came back to continue voice acting in this. Bro, I would disown this game.
Tsuyu.
It is an honor.
We will have time for a proper reunion later.
But it doesn't do much to tie those up in satisfying ways by the end. It also
Dude,
doesn't...
Sekiro looks phenomenal. Hell, even that new game that's coming out with the Noir or whatever, the Noir 3 or whatever, that looks really good.
Make much of a case for seeing any more of this world. For all of Valhalla's faults, each expansion felt like it was introducing a new dimension.
Bro, you can't even sit here and compare. So he's talking about Odyssey. Oh no, Valhalla. So like, for me, Assassin's Creed Odyssey was hands down the best Assassin's Creed game I think I have ever played. And a lot of people disagree with that. But I went through and I played that game, the main story from start to finish, and did everything in the map. And then I did the DLCs, and the DLCs are like massive. Like we're talking they could be base games on their own. And my God, it was an amazing experience. It had like some of the best ship play I've ever had in a video game, some of the best scenes I've ever had in a game. It is amazing. And I keep in mind that whenever I played it, it was sometime after the game. Like they had already made Assassin's Creed Shadows, Mirage, or whatever. I don't. It's the one where you go to Egypt. That one was a disgrace. But I played it from start to finish without ever looking up anything. Like I was completely spoiler free, and I was absolutely amazed with the game.
To the greater world that Ivor and friends occupied. Claws ends, and 16th century Japan doesn't feel much bigger than it did 10 hours before it.
Usually I just jump in through the front.
He just says it, dude!
But I will keep this option in mind.
Whichever route you choose, I wish you well.
Apparently the voice acting in this, the lip syncing was off by like a lot. Apparently the lip syncing was terrible in this game. It had some kind of like bug where the lip sync would be completely back, like it would be so far behind.
Awaji Island is just as beautiful as the rest of Japan, but it's not so significantly different from the mainland that a person who hasn't already spent 60 plus hours playing would be able to spot the difference at first glance.
That's rough.
Unlike when Ivor went to Ireland and Valhalla, for instance. Awaji is a bit more mountainous, which is more noticeable when having to navigate up and down the length of the map.
You see, like, I don't like that. Especially whenever your characters can't do certain things. Like, for example, some of the vertical scaling, I would assume, is pretty broken like it was in Valhalla. You can't vertically scale worth of shit in Valhalla. And I would assume it only got worse in Shadows. So adding a bunch of mountains that you have to go around instead of scaling doesn't make your game more fun. It makes it more tedious. You're taking away from what already was a disgrace of a game and making it harder for players to get into. You don't want to do that. Why take the chance?
Because of the significant lack of fast travel points throughout. And there are some visual gems hidden away, like a dark swamp with creepy foliage, or a big warship that's under construction. But if you've seen a mountain caked in winter snow earlier this year, this will look exactly like that. There's more of the same kinds of side quests and activities to do on Awaji as well.
Well, that's what I really loved about Odyssey is you could go anywhere. You could go, so like you could be on land and then you get a ship and then you do ship battles. And whenever you do ship battles, you could actually board the other ships and you have like an actual fight on the other like on the enemy ship. And then when you're done, you could loot it, or you could just cleave that fucker clean in half. If you're going really fast, you could cleave whole ships in half with your ship in the water. And then you could jump off the boat and then swim in the water if you want. Like, and it's completely open. The map is freaking huge in the base game. And even in the DLCs, the maps are massive. Like, we're talking the sheer girth. Okay, I'm done.
Which is good for gaining knowledge points to invest in the limited amount of new skills and upgrades available to Naoe and Yasuke, but still pretty optional and ignorable otherwise. Side quests seem even more tucked away than the main game.
Good day. What is all the fuss about?
Days we've waited for the latest delivery of food crates to Yura. Impossible to find reliable
That
help.
looks like shit. That looks like garbage. What is going on? Dude, this looks like a bad thumbnail. You got... What is this bleeding here? What is going on? What's, like... What is even happening? This looks like bad AI generation. The hair's clipping through the fucking thing in the cutscene. They didn't really think that they were going to get away with this, did they? They must have.
These days.
I didn't come across any of them organically and had to put extra effort into finding people with problems I can solve.
This looks so bad.
Naoe gets her hands on a new weapon in Claws of Awaji, the bow staff.
You can't even see, what the fuck is this? Why? Why does your screen need to do this?
Naoe
This
gets her
hurts my eyes. Why in the world would you ever want your screen to look like this? This looks terrible.
hands on a new
Can't even
weapon
see what's
in Claws of
happening.
Awaji, the bow staff.
What is this? Like, what?
Fashioned as a hybrid
What's even the point of having the, like, kill at that point? Come on.
of a long-range crowd controller and a single-target mix-up machine, I found it to be much better at the latter than the former. This is mostly because of its novel stance-based attacks, using high jabs to interrupt enemies, and low sweeps to take them off their feet and open them up to big, reliable damage. On the off chance that I got into extended brawls as the shinobi, the bow was reliably my second slot choice.
So you get a stick.
There are new
Okay.
skills for both Yasuke and Naoe as well, but I didn't find them to be particularly spicy enough to unseat my tried and true staples, tested under dozens of hours of chopping and stabbing. Some new equipment is available to plunder from castles as well, but as it was in the base game, these aren't really much of a carrot worth chasing
Well, let's go on,
unless you
Chase.
really love having all the icons on the map cleared.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's
The
still
island
not
of
dead after all that. Like, come on. That's that old Assassin's Creed trope where, like, if you stab somebody in the neck and they're higher level than you, you don't kill them.
Awaji is thick with opportunities to put all of your skills and gear
You
to
good, man? Take your time.
It's dense with folks who at best don't trust you, or at worst would travel far and wide for a chance to kill you. I felt I was being hunted and conspired against much more than in the base game. Every horse trip longer than 100 meters left me exposed to road traps set by enemy ninja.
That's not fun, that's just annoying. By the way, that's just annoying. If developers, if you're wondering if this adds to the game or takes away, it takes away. It's annoying. At a certain point, whenever you're trying to travel, especially in games where you can't fast travel until you've been there, it's annoying. Stop doing this. It's so annoying. It kind of feels like at that point, they're just trying to get as many hours as they can on the game, like on YouTube. Hey, just stop doing
City
this.
guards are much jumpier and more suspicious, and will not hesitate to start a melee in the middle of the market to take you down.
You shouldn't feel a sense of dread when you're trying to go from point A to point B, because you know what's about to happen. You shouldn't.
I liked how the general chaos of the island cleverly married with the main quest objectives to take down the 3 trusted Taisho of the Templar leader in the region. For instance, those roadside ninja, they work for Nowaki, a gun-toting hunter that is terrorizing the region for sport.
That's cool.
Stopping to take them out instead of avoiding them gives you a chance to run their pockets for clues to where their master might be hiding. Those jumpy guards all answer to Tomaji, the beefy vanguard that enforces the order with an iron fist.
I am Imagawa Tomeji. You offer me the chance to avenge my Lord K.
No, the combat
Very
looks
conspicuous
terrible in
his
this
castle
game.
surrounded by elite guard, but picking fights and causing general ruckus will compel him to send those guards out to stop you. When they don't return on account of you retiring them early, he's left more and more vulnerable for your inevitable siege.
This one is no longer of use to you, Tomeji.
Ew, what is this?
Using your scouts to track down objectives will put the search zone on high alert thanks to the third big bad on the island, a shadowy spy master of 1,000 aliases.
Even if you defeat Tomeji and no...
What is that name? What is that name?
A shadowy spy master of 1,000.
A shadowy spy master of 1,000 aliases? Where do they even get that from?
Aliases.
Even if you defeat Tomeji and Nowaki, Yasuhira is a ghost.
It's a strange harmony that might have been obnoxious in the larger adventure, but is a welcome challenge when considering Claw's relative brevity.
None who see his face live to tell the tale.
When the main quest missions come to crescendos that require the team to work together more directly, Claws of Awaji
I love
still
how
splits the
that all that crazy moveset
None
right
see
there
his face, live to tell
did
the
like no damage.
When the main quest missions come to crescendos that require the team to work together more directly, Claws of
Jesus,
Awaji
man.
still splits the tasks between Yasuke and Naoe appropriately, leaving Yasuke to do much of the open combat and Naoe to take stealth and assassination duty. The handful of new boss fights also do a good job playing into the pair's individual strengths,
Your legacy fades with you.
including a very cool
That
stealth
health
battle
bar
that
is
kind of
ridiculous,
evokes
by the
Metal Gear
way.
Solid and demands all of Naoe's skills to overcome. Assassin's Creed Shadows brought some much-needed promise and energy that the series was lacking, and the Claws of Awaji expansion
Oh, please.
doesn't really move that needle much in either direction. It's
No,
forgettable
bro, you just spent the entire video taking a fat crap on it. Are you kidding me?
story and lack of new interesting side distraction.
I'm gonna stick by what I said earlier. I'm gonna say they gotta give it an 8. I'm gonna give it a 4 now, because this looks like crap.
Don't detract from how fun it is to ride through the tumultuous badlands of the region using brute force and subterfuge to take down yet another dark cabal of evildoers. But it doesn't make the strong case for the necessity of any more epilogues either.
Damn! Oh!
For more, check out the full Assassin's Creed Shadows review and our review of Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
That's rough.
And for everything else, stick with IGN.
Bruh, damn, that's rough.
The whole world may have been waiting for Hollow Knight Silksong's cocoon to finally crack open, but it sure doesn't seem to have been burned.
I have heard nothing but good things about this game. I kid you not. Anyone that I've seen talking about this game online has said nothing but good things.
By all that pressure. It stays close to the formula that made its predecessor so impressive, but still reshapes, refines, and revamps just about every aspect of it in ways both big and small. Silksong is unapologetically challenging, endlessly creative, and impressively thoughtful across both its gorgeous world and the stories that are told there. The metamorphosis may have taken almost a decade, but this butterfly has emerged as one of the biggest and boldest around.
I have not played these games.
If you never played Hollow Knight, the main thing you need to know is that you seriously missed out, and may want to go back and do that first. Silksong is certainly enhanced by having done so, but your journey across the brand new world of Farloom as the wise and confident Hornet stands on its own merits either way. Hornet is an excellent hero, and the top-notch writing throughout lets you get to know her through conversations with a charming cast of characters I grew to love. They range from adorable to goofy to genuinely
Why does
touching.
it look like Mr. Krabs?
With standouts like the singing pilgrim Sherma running that whole gamut over the course of their own personal arcs. The larger story is made more explicit as a result of Hornet actually being able to talk, which is to its benefit, but there are still plenty of mysteries hiding in the corners of this world for you to piece together yourself. Farloom is a fascinating place. A dying land where hopeful bugs go on a pilgrimage from its lower levels all the way up to the shining peak of a spectacular cogwork city called the Citadel, though few actually survive the trek you now inadvertently find yourself on. Its story is about being tested and overcoming, about leaving the world a better place than you found it even when that's hard to do, and about persevering while still making time to give yourself grace. One of the greatest strengths of games as a creative medium
Patience for it, I might
is how they can tie themes and actions together, and Silksong pulls off that trick very well.
Kinda hard. Yeah.
You'll experience its themes firsthand because
I feel like there's a form of artificial difficulty when you've got like a platformer like this. Because like some of the bosses and some of the mechanics already make the game hard because it's a platformer. whenever you add actual hard difficulty bosses on the game itself, you don't do it any justice.
Just like Hollow Knight, Silksong will test you. This game is tough with a capital T, although the specific word I prefer to use is challenging. It doesn't kick you to the curb just for the sake of being hard.
I hate to break it to you, for any of you people out there that are like, oh, well, you just can't handle the difficulty. Just because you add a boss and you make its, like, damage number to 999 and you add a health bar longer than the fucking screen, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a hard boss. It just means that it's annoying. Like, that's not fun. And to you gluttonous idiots out there, you think that for whatever reason it's actually fun. I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people just aren't into that.
It challenges you to overcome obstacles that routinely feel insurmountable at first, but are nicely tuned to be conquered as your skill, knowledge, and toolset of earned abilities improves.
Bro can't even get out of the corner. He's stuck in the corner.
Perhaps an extreme example of this is an area like Bile Water, which has very few respawn benches to rest at and includes some of the most punishing poison water I've seen in any game. I thought this area was unreasonably difficult when I first tried to force my way through it. But then I took a break, explored elsewhere, and returned hours later with new items and a better game plan that made it way easier. Farloom has so many branching paths that its roadblocks were able to feel substantial without killing my momentum. Rather than slamming your head against every wall you come across, Silksong is best approached by letting it come to you. You're never wasting your time by trying a different route, and you're routinely rewarded with useful upgrades and stunning sights alike. Every dial has been turned up to 11 visually. There's more color, more sparkle, and more variety. Not to mention another truly incredible soundtrack.
That's good at least. Maybe that's the trick whenever you go back. If you hit a brick wall, instead of trying to go through it, maybe like double back and go a different way.
And whenever I thought I had finally found the limits of this map, I'd have to pick my jaw up off the floor as I stumbled into another new area with its own ecosystem, secrets, and hostile bugs. Those aggressive enemies and brutal boss fights follow the same go-with-the-flow philosophy as the areas around them. If you face them like this is a typical 3D action game, you might find yourself having a rough time. But if you treat Silksong like the platformer it really is, staying patient enough to focus on positioning while dodging and getting damage in where you can, then even its most savage enemies will start to melt. It's become a cliche to call combat a dance nowadays, but it truly is the best way to describe some of these encounters. I loved finding my rhythm and identifying openings in a combat system that rewards spatial awareness over button timings alone. Another reason the haymakers Silksong throws did more to motivate than frustrate is because in the grand scheme of difficult action games, this one is actually pretty dang forgiving. A lot of credit for that goes to the healing system, which lets you spend Silk, a resource you earn by hitting enemies, to recover a big chunk of health all at once, even while mid-air. It's encouraging to know that you could always heal back up to full mid-fight if you can just stay alive and get enough pokes in. Silksong doesn't mess around, but it generally puts that lifeline within grabbing distance. Bosses have reliable windows to safely heal in, and platforming areas frequently throw weaker enemies at you to stock up your Silk. I don't think it's a coincidence that the areas with that poison water are pretty much the only ones where the more common enemies will respawn right next to you. It might test you with tall orders, but it also gives you the means to meet them. I truly love the way Silksong challenged me. Though there are some aspects of how developer Team Cherry has balanced the difficulty that could leave a sour taste in my mouth from time to time. To be clear, I think the tuning is impressively dialed in overall. Outside of a couple late-game fights, I beat nearly every boss in a half-dozen attempts or fewer, usually taking just 2 or 3 tries, which felt like a sweet spot in terms of providing pushback without ever making me want to throw down my controller. That said, it is a little jarring how many enemies and environmental hazards deal damage in chunks of 2 instead of just 1 compared to the original Hollow Knight. It can result in feel-bad moments even if the quote-unquote difficulty isn't technically out of whack. Health upgrades arrive so slowly that it's just a little discouraging when your life total is functionally cut in half by a boss that only deals damage in pairs. A similarly rough feeling can be caused by a few areas that put their respawn benches extremely far apart. Desperately searching for a checkpoint teeters on that line between thrilling danger and what am I doing wrong here dread. However, this bench placement isn't done without regard. Just like a boss has to be learned and overcome, the challenge of these areas is surviving to find that bench. And finally doing so is as satisfying as taking down any big bug. Silksong is a true blue platformer at its heart, and mastering its precise movement options across devious spike-covered obstacle courses was a real the Beast Crest for a claw-based attack effect like fire resistance, and Yellow's special silk ability.
There we go.
Of course, you have to find all of these different options. This really does feel.
I don't need a guide, brother. I
you
just want to see the review.
As a result, here I was essentially way I won't spoil. I recognize this weird structural decision won't, and I unknowingly took such an unusual route to reach Act 2 that I solved a special puzzle area and beat an incredibly fun boss way before I was supposed to, giving me access to an entirely different part of the Citadel than I expect most people will initially see.
That's
Splintering
cool.
paths like this are all over the place, and it's genuinely incredible that Silksong can be approached from
You know what would be even crazier is if they added a feature later on that made it randomized, like a rogue, but not like a rogue. Just made like the maps and stuff random.
Different directions without ever feeling like you're doing something wrong. Smart ways. So unapologetically
News editor Tom Marks
has nailed the overall balance between satisfying 2D platforming, enticing exploration, and nail-biting combat in a way few games do. It's also unapologetically challenging, punishing you in a way that can occasionally sting.
What the
but
hell's the
never feels
review? Where's the
unforgiving.
number?
It asks you to overcome the unbeatable and to leave the world a better place than you found it while doing
Oh,
so.
9. Yep. It's a 9. You said 9. Ah! Nigel got it right. I think that it's okay. I mean, if you're into that style of games, then it looks like it'd be fun. Yeti messed up Bigfoot's face with lipstick. The prank wars continue, boys. Actually, before I start this, hold on a second. When is it? 9:12? I wanted to see. B-U-M morphed again. Yeah, nope. It's been over a month now, boys. I hope he's doing okay.
Catch me running through the woods like rent's due tomorrow. Stick around, because this vlog
Yo, right? Bro.
insane.
Bigfoot, you think
Oh my god.
trick me with cosmetic and live? Nah, fam. Today's the day your furry ass gets retired.
Y'all probably wondering what I did to Yeti. Man, 2 minutes ago we were vlogging normal. Now he's trying to end my bloodline.
Fam, y'all won't believe this. Bigfoot
Man, look what he did to his nails.
applied frickin' acrylic nails on me, and they won't come off. It all started like, yo, fam, listen. I found these campers making
Oh, that's so wrong.
begging Yeti to do a reaction video. Imagine those claws with lipstick. Fine, bro, but if I end up looking like a dollar store Kardashian, your furry ass is sleeping out sit tonight. Ladies and gents, behold, the Jungle Sephora starter pack. We got mascara, blush, nails, lipstick. Yeti about to glow harder than Times Square. Yo!
About to glow, he's gonna glow more and sparkle more than one of them vampires on, what's it called? That vampire show, oh, where's that? Where's my phone? I gotta Google this now. What was it? Twilight.
Bigfoot, why did the makeup artist break up with the foundation? because
Damn.
it had too many layers, but none of them were genuine. Just like your dating life, Yeti. Yo, Yeti, stand still.
Bro, he's so unhappy.
Makeup dummy real quick. Fam, we about to
Oh,
give
he's a
Shrek's
dummy.
snowy cousin some rosy cheeks.
Oh no!
Am I looking beautiful now?
Oh yes.
Bro, your cheeks look like 2 traffic lights on Valentine's Day. Stop, I can't breathe, fam.
Here, bro, micellar water.
Oh
Take
no,
it.
he's having like an
Wipe
allergic
them
reaction.
booty cheeks off your face before the deer start flirting with you.
My turn.
Oh god. He's like painting his
There we
eyeball.
go, Bigfoot. Now you look like a minion that survived the Great Depression. All you need is overalls and trauma.
Overalls and trauma. Yeah, go check out Bigfoot Vlog Time. Bro's awesome. Keep up the great work, by the way. This is great. This is good stuff.
Or I'll come and smash that button myself. Now, pucker up, sweetheart. With this yellow eyeshadow and red lips, you ain't Bigfoot no more. You're big bad drag mama stomping through Sephora.
I swear, no way I am keeping this on. I am washing my face right now before a raccoon
It actually
thinks I am
doesn't look
single.
half bad on him.
Oh, hell nah. Bro, why do I look like a rejected RuPaul contestant who got lost in the woods?
All right, fam. Let's try this mascara. If I poke my eye out, bury me with a Sephora gift card.
Why Sephora?
Yo, Yeti, why did the mascara get promoted, huh? Because it's always going above and beyond. Boy, you blinking like a busted car wash wiper. Mascara so heavy, even your lashes look like they filed for unemployment. Hold up, fam. There's got to be something wild in here like jungle-approved Botox or a contour stick that makes me look less divorced. Bruh, check this out. I found Warm Tone Foundation. About to contour this mug till I look like a snack or a crim scene. Bruh, why do I look
Oh
like
my
a dollar
god.
store
Bro, look like
zombie?
he rubbed poop on his face.
If kids see this, Halloween sale's about to spike early. Bruh. Bigfoot looking like a Craigslist mannequin left out in wildfire. Don't let that face near
Yo,
civilization.
these are good.
Bigfoot, you don't look scary. You look like a baked potato that lost custody of the sour cream.
Whoa!
Kids call 911.
Man, forget Sephora. I need a power washer for this mess.
Yo, Bigfoot, guess what? I found something shiny. This highlighter is about to make me glow harder than your rent reminders.
Yo, I'm coming at. Don't you dare open that thing without me.
Oh.
I swear, you touch it, and I'm suing in jungle court.
Oh!
This thing tougher
Not
than
jungle
a bear
court.
trap. Why campers got makeup that needs a damn crowbar? Caught you red hand. Ain't no way the mighty Yeti is losing a 1-versus-1 to a makeup compact.
Oh!
Now I look like a stripper that lost custody of her pole. Damn, you shiny enough to guide planes in for landing.
You look like Elsa's grandpa got dipped in a strip club. You look like the damn Oscar trophy after a meth binge.
Man, this ain't skincare. This is war crimes on my pores. Facts. I look like I got baptized in a rave.
Look what I found, baby pink acrylics. Bro, Yeti has to wear these. Fam, he's about to serve Jungle House with realness.
Come on, bro, just sit still. You're about to be the baddest
He's so
jungle diva
aggro.
alive. These better come off, or else I'm putting your furry ass in the obituaries. Hold still, princess. You are about to slay harder than RuPaul on payday. If these do not come off, I am filing you under missing persons. Bruh, I look like I just left a jungle sleepover gone wrong. Bruh, these damn things won't come off. I swear, when I catch Bigfoot, I'm snapping them in half like a glow stick.
Oh.
So this camera.
Oh man, just gotta wipe that off my face. I got Yeti saliva all over my face, man.
Gave me some itching powder last week.
Oh no,
and
not
guess
itchy
who's sleeping
powder.
over tonight? That dumb snow nugget Yeti. Let's
Snow
teach him a
nugget?
jungle lesson. You're gonna regret messing with me. Sprinkle, sprinkle, little itch. Boom.
Ah, this bed about to turn into a spicy nightmare. Hey, loser, You still crying from that last prank? Or you finally grew a brain?
Damn, that's harsh.
Yeah. Walk right into my jungle of justice. You got a surprise laying down for ya.
Yo, I think that's what Rambo would call his jungle. That he, you know, like he does all the kills in. He's like, this is my jungle of justice.
Time to let the jungle act begin. Jungle
luxury. Ooh, he about to get itchy.
Stone mattress, no complaints. Why my spine is... Wait, the heck? Something bit me? What is this jungle CURS? Did I get bit by ants or cursed by a frog?
A curse?
Oh, sweet Baki boy, relieve me. I hate this jungle. It hates me. Oh my God, y'all. Look at this man scratching like he got ghost fleas. I'm dead. Bigfoot, what did you do? I know your furry stink is behind this.
No, not Bigfoot.
Cold water fixes everything. Make it stop.
I feel like you could get high from using itch powder. Ooh, I bet that feel good.
Savage. Enjoying the spa, Snowfur? That was called revenge with sprinkles. Oh, it's on now.
Ooh.
Your fur's getting a shave next, mophead. Guess I better sleep with one eye open tonight. Next up, spicy payback. Y'all better not miss this.
Oh, here we go. Here's a spicy payback.
Y'all remember
spicy
that itchy
payback
powder mess? Today, I'm seasoning Karmahas in his toothpaste. Let's cook his gums from inside out.
That's
He
just
still
wrong.
uses mint flavor, right? Let's add a little ghost pepper twist to it. Bon appetit, Yeti.
That's just wrong.
And now, we wait. Cameras on. Jungle justice engaged.
Ooh, that's about to burn.
Ooh, man. That was a nap for the legends. Time to freshen up. Mouth feels like a camel's foot. Let's go, minty freshness. Wake me up, baby. Wait. Why this tastes like lava in a tube? It's melting.
Bro, you're gonna melt him. He's gonna turn into a little ice block.
It's not working. My lips feel
That is
numb.
the worst thing you could do is put water in your mouth if your mouth is like on fire. That is the worst thing you can do. It spreads that capsaicin around in your mouth. Woo!
I'm gonna find a giant hairy jalapeno.
I couldn't imagine putting.
Y'all drop a comment.
Oh.
Should I go mild or ghost pepper next time? Smile for the
Putting
camera,
ghost pepper
spicy
on
boy.
someone's toothpaste and in their toothbrush is diabolical. Cause like, if you think about it, whenever you brush your teeth, that mint opens up all your, it like opens up your pores and stuff. And so like, whenever you have that spice on there, whenever your gums and stuff open up the pores, and then you just got spice and everything, that's got to be intensified by like 100. That's gotta suck.
Boy, this one's going viral. My lips still feel like charcoal. That
Oh, look what he
spicy
did to
freak's going
Yeti.
down now, shit. His nose gonna be flatter than a pancake. I call this the Jungle Faceplant Express. Departure
dental
in
floss? What is that?
5 minutes. Come on, big fuzzy sucker. Just a little further. I got a front row seat. Why, Eddie?
It's no wonder why Yeti was mad at him, dude. Like, he keeps messing with Bigfoot, bro.
Yo, where you at, you spicy mouth gremlin? I'm starting to miss our chaos, man. I swear that furball can't stay mad long. He'll pop out soon like poof, crying again. Oh, my back, my face. What the? Who put a jungle laser here?
Jesus.
I just kissed the forest.
You did.
And it bit back.
Sure did.
It's O-N, Marshmallow. You better start sleeping with one eye open tonight.
Bro, he got you back once. You got him like twice.
Game's officially tied. Jungle Justice style. Pressure plate locked and loaded. One cheek down, kaboom town.
What is this?
Ladies and gents, the throne is live. Let's bounce before the jungle ogre gets suspicious.
Was that the pooper?
Finally. Jungle peace and quiet.
Oh!
Not you coconut shooting demon.
Oh no!
Look at his soggy butt.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
Bottle keeps your fur shiny and keeps bees and squirrels away from you. We gonna shine today, baby. Jungle fresh. Soft as a
Oh
leaf
no!
on a Sunday. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope. That ain't lotion. Y'all set me up for jungle jail. This is it. My fur's fighting
Bro,
back.
look at his fur!
It's bear trap.
No!
I'm too young to be bald. Gorilla glue.
You're gonna have to
is
get all
built
that cut
for
off now.
warriors. Get off me!
You know that stuff has to burn too with all that hair being on there. A lot of people don't think that it burns, but if you put super glue on certain types of cloth, it gets really hot.
Ain't no time for bubble baths. We going in raw. Goodbye, dignity. Note to self. Never trust anything that shares a name with your cousin. Ain't nothing wild left in this jungle. Not even a bird farting.
Yo, Yeti. You look like depression sitting on a stick. Wanna feel alive again?
Depression sitting on a stick.
All right. What are we breaking today? Our tongues? Our souls? This here's the world's spiciest chip.
Old Jolo
if
chip.
I vanish after this, tell my subscribers I was brave. Get me an ice tree.
Yo, that chip sucks.
Wait. Why is my tongue sweating?
Oh, bro, his tongue ashed up.
I'm dying.
To me, it wasn't my mouth that hurt. My stomach after I ate that chip hurt so bad. I was sitting there like this the whole time. My mouth was fine. It was my stomach. My stomach hurt so damn bad after I ate that chip. And it was instantly, too.
Fix me! Comment below, y'all. How do we make this fire go away? Asking for 2 big, hairy friends. Jolo Chip. Never again. I need a therapist and 3 gallons of ice cream. Here y'all go, bro. Jungle Spa.
Oh, that's...
Pores. Trust me, I Googled it, kinda. Smells like a salad. But hey, who needs science when you got Yeti's wisdom?
Is that poison ivy
Ooh, it's
or oak?
tingling. That means it's working, right? Or am I slowly dying? Okay, that's not a tingle. That's a frickin' fire ant disco.
Yep.
I feel exfoliated and betrayed.
Bro, I can't be around poison ivy. It makes me get I get messed up from poison ivy. I get hives, dude. The last time this happened pretty recently. The last time I got into some poison ivy, I was ripping it up in the backyard. I didn't want to do it either because I knew, dude, my whole arm swelled to like twice its size, and it was everywhere on my body. I don't. It starts on my arms, and then it just goes everywhere. I must have been laid up for almost 2 months because of that.
Eddie, you leafy con artist. I'm never trusting your jungle skincare line again. Okay, that's better. Still
I am like
tingles,
super allergic to poison ivy.
but I'm alive. Barely. That Yeti, he's in for it. Big time. Bigfoot always gets his revenge. Y'all ever seen a snow monster sprint like a squirrel? Watch
That's
this
crazy.
masterpiece. Gotta fuel this snow tank. Ain't trying to cramp like last time. What the? Did my organs just shift? Something
Oh,
right.
man, that's that.
Move! I'm gonna.
Oh.
Bigfoot, you're a beast! Bigfoot, you messed up big time. Now see what I'm gonna do to you. Bigfoot, this cream will make your fur
Nair.
very shiny and smooth. Your girlfriend will love you more. All right, y'all kept commenting me this NAR stuff. Said it'll make my fur shine like a disco ball.
Oh yeah, you'll be shiny, all right.
We going to full spa mode, baby. This jungle gonna need sunglasses when I'm done.
Bro's cooked. Bro's cooked.
Why my armpits tingling in like fire ants had a dance party. Water, cold, get it off. I'm gonna go bald.
Yeah, that's the point.
No. My glorious chest fuzz. Shedding like fall leaves. Okay, it did shine, but this ain't what I meant, man.
Damn.
I look like a plucked turkey.
You do.
Had
Like
a
a
jungle
chicken.
date tomorrow.
Oh
guess
no!
what? Not showing them up looking like a shaved coconut. Show. You're watching but not subscribing. Don't miss wild fun. Hit that
Yeah,
subscribe
check
button.
out Bigfoot vlog time. I'll be use the bathroom real quick, and we go keep going. Need Okay, we back. Sorry about that. Woo. Jeez. Oh, that is a nice looking blade. The Batman blade. All right, let's get it. Okay, where are we at? So this was 13 hours ago. People are still getting fired for saying dumb stuff online about Kirk.
From Fox, I appreciate everyone
Please fix y'all's audio. How?
Continuing to be with us, bringing you always the top stories and headlines on Live Now from Fox. All right, we want to now go out to Texas for an update where a Texas Tech student has been expelled after a video came to light and really went viral after showcasing a large rant against Charlie Kirk. I want to show you now the very latest from Fox 4 Dallas's Alex Boyer with the latest.
The shooting death of conservative influencer and celebrity activist Charlie Kirk last week ignited tense confrontations like this one on the campus of Texas Tech University Friday.
Oh, so she I guess recorded herself berating and bashing this guy. And I'd imagine she lost her job.
That's 18-year-old Cameron Giselle Booker. In new cell phone videos shared with Fox 4 News, you see the now former student arguing with another student wearing a MAGA hat, holding a sign that says, "Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk." The encounter took place in what's known as a free speech area on campus. In the videos, Booker appears to mock Charlie Kirk's death.
You started saying, haha, your homie dead.
Yeah, homie dead.
Why? Especially if you're a teacher. Why would you do that?
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that.
There are several exchanges between the two. A couple of times, the other student asks Booker to leave him alone.
Why are you being so
Why are you
hateful?
so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back
Can
up?
you not?
At one point, she flicks the baseball cap of the guy she's arguing with, presumably what led to her arrest for misdemeanor assault, although the police report does not include that detail. After her arrest, Governor Greg Abbott amplified the incident with this message and image on X.
Oh, that's what you get. That's what you get, loser.
I asked the governor about it at an event held in Forney this afternoon.
If we have...
Man, you can't just sit there and do that. That's crazy. That's insane. I love how the people that are against this, they think they could just do whatever they want and get away with it. And now they're finding out the hard way that that's just not how it is. Much like advocating for people to die online. That's just not how the world works. Sorry.
Members of our society, whether they be students or otherwise, who celebrate an assassination, we have dramatic course correction that we have to take in this state.
This isn't an
You're
isolated
absolutely right.
incident. Abbott
Every
also
state.
posted about another incident at a Charlie Kirk memorial event held at Texas State in San Marcos. The unidentified young man interrupts the gathering with mock gestures to imitate Kirk's shooting death. In a statement, the president of Texas
crazy.
State said, in part, "I have directed university officials to take immediate steps to identify the individual in the video. Behavior that trivializes or promotes violence is reprehensible and violates the values of Texas State."
And we as a society, we as a state, must send a signal that behavior like that, celebrating an assassination, is wrong in a civil society.
That was Alex Boyer reporting there.
That
and we also
is
want to,
crazy.
again, just show you just some of the more reaction from Governor Greg Abbott saying, definitely picked the wrong school to taunt the death of Charlie Kirk. Thanks, Texas Tech. And he also says, this is what happened to the person who was mocking Charlie Kirk's assassination at Texas Tech there.
Hell, it's happening to people that get online and advocate for this too, so rest in peace, you won't be missed. That's what happens whenever you decide to sit here and advocate for death and violence. You go to jail because you don't need to be out in with the rest of society. I don't have a lot of these. I think I got like one more.
Again, just some of the more reaction from the political
That's what
leaders.
you get. That's what you get. You want to act like a loser, you're gonna get locked up like a loser. Seriously, that's what you get, man. I think that's it. I have more that I would like to pull up, but as far as that,
Speechwriter to George W. Bush. So, I mean, people from all walks of life losing their jobs because of these vile posts on social media. I mean, clearly celebrating violence reflects some sort of sickness in America.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I'm wondering, is that just being reflected on social media, or is it being driven by social media?
It's probably a little bit of both. I mean, I think back to.
well, yeah, because if you're not getting in trouble other than like people on the internet going after you and making you lose your job, and these platforms allowing you to sit here and advocate for death and violence, of course it's both.
October 7 terrorist attacks. And many of us, I think you or I, were shocked at the level of anti-Semitism that came out. It was like we had lifted up a rock and all these anti-Semites came scurrying
Yeah, I saw
out,
the blades. They look real
exposing
good. They look
themselves,
cool.
celebrating
Batman
the death on October 7th, celebrating the Hamas attack, calling for the death of the destruction of Israel. And it's like, where did all these anti-Semites come from? And I think it's a very similar phenomenon that's happening here, which is that after Charlie Kirk's assassination, a lot of these horrible people have come out of the woodwork and exposed themselves as truly hating conservatives. It's not that they disagree. One of my kids, you know, the interesting thing about Charlie, he had such an influence with the young people. This was a news event where my kids told me about it before I learned about it. And one of my kids said to me, you know, they want us dead. I think there's a lot of young people.
That's the scary part about it. Is it sets a different kind of principle whenever somebody gets shot and killed, and then you've got these people that are so bold as to get online and cheer for it and not think for a second that they're going to get in any kind of trouble for cheering it. The amount of influence these people think they have isn't what they actually have. And they're finding that out real quick.
Who are looking at, and they see it's probably even worse than the polls because they're experiencing this on TikTok and other social media.
So there are, granted, some celebrities who are doing this, but for the most part, these are people,
just normal people.
Nobody knows who they are, and yet they decide to sit in their car and share their most intimate thoughts on TikTok, as vile as those thoughts are. What's driving that? Is it the addiction of social media? Is it some pathological, narcissistic desire to be noticed? What is it?
Yes. I think you've nailed it on the head. And what I found fascinating was the first day after Charlie's death, you saw all these people posting these messages, and then the next day they went out and posted these videos complaining about getting fired. It's like, what do you look?
That's what you get.
What do you expect to happen? I mean,
you're glorifying violence.
Imagine if we didn't see this on the right, but imagine if after the George Floyd kill.
Wild Weiss had a guy joking about it to my face at work because he hates his dad and his conservative. He is a conservative, and me and a co-worker had to tell him to shut up regardless of how he feels. You can't kill it. That's right, you can't. What really kills me is people are so... I remember back whenever I was working in like the normal like job workforce, right? Whenever I was working at Walmart, don't ever bring up politics. Ever. Like, you wouldn't do that at a date. Why the hell would you do it at work? Are you dumb? Like, seriously, come on.
People had gone on and say George Floyd was a POS and like that. I'm glad he's dead.
Can't advocate for death, man. It doesn't matter what kind of piece of crap. Now, if he killed somebody, I strongly believe an eye for an eye. That's different. The guy never even advocated for violence. He said, forgive your enemy because it makes them matter. It's so stupid.
I hope all black people get killed. I think we need more death of black people in this country. Do you think anybody would have employed them ever again?
No.
You go out and you celebrate an assassination, you're going to get fired. And you should.
It's interesting that social media is becoming much more callous. People used to hide behind the anonymity of screen names to say their vile and hateful things. Now they take their phone and they do a selfie video about it. They post it under their own name.
Yeah.
It's like they don't care if they're anonymous or not anymore. They're out there.
That's right. Politics and religion don't ever bring up at jobs. Ever. That is the quickest way to either get fired or get into an altercation. Don't ever do that. They could be your best friend in the whole wide world at work. But the minute you bring up something that you disagree with, and it happens a lot with politics and religion, it goes from 1 to 1,000 in an instant.
Doing this rhetoric and they're putting their name to it. What has fundamentally changed?
Well, first of all, I think some of them are regretting it now because they're finding out that they're no longer employable. And by the way, it's not just like this is not a problem just on the fever swamps. These are doctors, nurses, college professors, teachers,
firefighters, EMTs, paramedics. Disgraceful, by the way. Should be ashamed of yourself.
One of them was the head of a school, like a superintendent of a school system. I mean, these are the people who are responsible for caring for us when we're hurt, for teaching our children, for educating the next generation. And they're celebrating the assassination of somebody just because they didn't agree.
You can't even take a picture of yourself if you're a teacher holding an alcoholic beverage. It's instantaneous termination. You really thought that it was going to be okay for you to sit here and advocate for death and violence as a superintendent or a teacher and think you were going to get away with it? Are you dumb? Come on. What's that? Come on.
Somebody who treated them with so much respect and humanity despite his differences. One of the things that distinguished Charlie is that he went and he treated everybody with respect. He went out and wanted to engage people who disagreed with him and affirm their humanity.
Okay, so there's all these calls to lower the temperature, right? You got John Fetterman saying you've got to stop calling conservatives fascists. You can't do that.
I think he's right. I think you've got to stop. You've got to cut this in the butt. You need to stop calling people names like fascists and Nazis and all this crap, because we live in a time where it's becoming more desensitized. No one cares because it's just a word. And when you call people these names, you're charging up an already incredibly gassed up and charged political situation. You got to stop doing this, man. Act civil. Whatever happened to, like, civil talking? Enough of this nonsense, this childish behavior, because that's what it is. It's childish behavior. Come on with this crap.
I want to finish
These are supposed to be people that are running the country. These people are like 50 to 60 years old. Like, come on. Like, it's so stupid.
Randy Weingarten from the American Federation of Teachers is hosting a seminar tomorrow.
It's like these people just don't have any morals anymore.
At 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 o'clock Eastern time, Teachers Against Fascists.
Oh, give me a break.
No, it's an interesting, it is a problem. There is political violence, but it is a problem on the left. When a YouGov poll asked, do you support using violence against people for political beliefs? 9 out of 10 conservatives said no, they don't support that. Almost a quarter of people
said
who
yes.
Very liberal said yes, and another 20% said that they weren't sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
People who consider themselves very liberal either support or are indifferent to political violence. That's a huge problem.
Yeah, and the younger generations are the ones for whom it's most acceptable, which is really frightening. Mark, always good to talk to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I didn't mean to do that. Oops. There we go. We got some Charlie Kirk moments.
Kirk, I'm Rob Schneider. And today, what are we doing? Well, you can do it.
You can do it! Let's go talk to some kids.
Let's go talk to voters.
Let's get these voters voting.
How do you want to be remembered?
If I die?
If you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Cenk. I live as a capitalist, okay? I live what
Whoa.
All right, behave, everyone. Jesus Christ.
Are you supposed to be Jesus?
Well, I heard you kept saying my name, so I wanted to show up. You know, I'm busy.
Charlie? What are you doing there, Charlie? Gamer subs let you go? Charlie?
trying to save the planet. All right, why don't you ask me the questions? I'm sure you have plenty of them.
Okay, what's the Hebrew word for father?
Man, you know, let me tell you something.
Bro got clapped. Okay. So here we go. We covered it a little bit earlier, but this is I think that's it for that's it for time is it? 5:53. Oh yeah, hold on. I need to pull more stuff up. I have a limit to how many I can pull up because then it just starts deleting stuff for whatever reason. Is that an anaconda? Is that real? Is that a movie where there's a killer anaconda that has Jack Black in it? What has the world done? Jeez. I think we have a new Midwest safety video. Oh, is this? We have some good ones. Cops hunt down gunmen. Gotta be some good ones in here, right? Let's see, this kid's taken away. Ooh, this looks fun. And then there's IMD Aviation. Might actually be able to react to this one today. I didn't think it was going to be possible because there was a lot of stuff left over from yesterday that I wasn't able to do. Okay, so Randy Pitchford, if you don't know who that is, that's Borderlands CEO.
Try desperately to urge him to stop. This is a message directly to Randy. If you are not Randy Pitchford, disregard the following sentence. Put down your phone, I say as I shake him by the shoulders. Oh my god. I have clowned on this goofball.
It's kind of sad that he keeps putting his foot in his mouth because 300,000 concurrent players is no joke. Just keep your foot out of your damn mouth, bro. Seriously.
For years, Randy Pitchford, I think, is one of the game industry clowns that is always able to somehow make himself look like a fool and damage the company he represents.
Yeah.
And this has got to be the best example of it. Borderlands 4 came out, and it is genuinely better than Borderlands 3.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. I cannot seem to put the damn game down, bro. I wanted Borderlands 3 to be like Borderlands 4. I wanted it so bad. And it really sucks that it wasn't because they had all the good characters in Borderlands 3. Like, if Borderlands 3 was just open world and more like Borderlands 4 and 2, it would have absolutely sent that company into massive wealth easily. But they just couldn't, and now they got Randy that just can't keep his foot out of his mouth.
Most people are happy with it. I am actually pleasantly surprised by it. I'm not the biggest Borderlands fan, but this one is definitely an upgrade. But it does have a problem. Performance.
Yep.
There are tons of reports from numerous players citing that their performance has been lackluster with a lot of problems. It is a widespread issue that's been reported many times. Personally, I haven't yet. I've crashed once, but that's just kind of to be expected with modern games at this point. I just kind of write it off. But
you know how I solve that problem? I don't buy games for PC. Get it on the console. Seriously, just buy the goddamn games on console. It's so much more convenient. It works, and you don't have to stress about it not working. It's great.
I'm lucky in that regard. Not everybody is having as smooth of an experience, and instead of just doing like the very normal, very standard thing of just saying, hey, we see your complaints about performance, we're sorry, we're working on it, Randy instead goes on a fucking scorched earth tirade on Twitter looking like a... Tom Segura. So already comes out the gates bearing the horns here. He's very combative off rip. Every PC gamer must accept the reality of the relationship between their hardware and what the software they are running is doing. He did get community noted, saying, "The publisher of a game is responsible of providing accurate, recommended, and minimal specs since the consumer has absolutely no way to check how the game is going to run in the hardware
Ooh, he has a community check. Okay.
before release." Which is true. Randy is attacking and villainizing people that are saying, like, the game doesn't run super smooth. Which is a really weird decision to do. He's just saying, like, listen...
He's doing the typical developer thing where it's always the gamer's fault.
Guys with all your like cheap ass hardware are trying to run our game and complaining that it's not running all that great on your dog shit rig. Like, that's on you. You're gonna have... Borderlands 4 is a premium game made for premium gamers. I'm just gonna take a pause right there. Just even saying that sentence out loud put vomit in my throat. Wow. Borderlands 4 is a premium game for...
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think I said anything back in the IGN. They were talking about it. I'm not gonna say that I don't. I'm not gonna say that I'm against what Randy said in the later portions, but in this portion, the fact that he's trying to sugarcoat something like that and make it seem like he's just coming across as a dick. Just blatantly, he's coming across as a dick. And I wish that he would just stop doing that because it's very condescending. And to be quite frank, Borderlands is fun, but I wouldn't consider it $80 fun.
Premium gamers.
And that's technically what premium is now.
Oh my goodness, Jiminy Christmas.
And they know it too, that's why it wasn't 80 and they had so much backlash.
Randy, holy shit. Imagine being this much of an insufferable loser that this thought not only crosses your head, but you actually have the gall to type and post it proudly. Oh my lord, to be a neuron in his brain fucking floating around.
I don't understand how these companies don't instantaneously fire you for doing it. Like, if you went up to a customer and you said this at a Walmart, bro, you would be instantaneously fired. How is it that these people seem to get away with it? I don't get it.
Wow. That stench, if you don't mind. Just as Borderlands 4 cannot run on a PlayStation 4, it cannot be expected to run on too old PC hardware. Unlike on PlayStation and Xbox, we cannot prevent a PC player with suboptimal hardware for the game to try and play it, so some try and get mad, and some have actual issues we need to fix, and some need to learn how their PCs work at the high end for this specific game and CPU. If you're trying to drive a monster truck with a leaf blower's motor, you're going to be disappointed. If you discover your system can't run the game well...
And I feel like this is Borderlands' problem, because if you release a new game on higher end computers, and then people with, like, everyone across the board has the normal level of computing power, you should release the game to the normal level of computing power instead of doubling down and saying if you don't like it, then refund the game. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
By accident or wishful thinking and or don't want to try to mess with settings to make things good enough for you, please use the refund feature on Steam rather than have a subpar experience. And don't let the door hit you on the way out, you not premium pile of dog shit. Have fun, enjoy life with no one to love you. Non-premium little...
If he could just keep his foot out of his mouth, dude, this could be a comeback game. It could.
Swine you. Randy out here with the venom. Can't run the monster truck equipment. That issues for a lot of players. I don't know why Randy refuses to just accept that, being like, hey guys, look, looks like we do need to fix things. He even like tiptoes around a little bit of like almost taking some responsibility there, where he's like, there are some things we need to fix. You could have just stopped it there. You know, you didn't have to keep typing. Like there wasn't any pressure to keep going and yapping.
It's kind of crazy that these big CEOs, they only respond to bash gamers instead of, like, normal CEOs would get online and say, yeah, we're trying to fix some things, so let's fix these things, and then they end it there, and it shows good developer-gamer relations. That actually helps your game, just so you're aware.
Ordered the yappy deal here, Randy. You could have just stopped saying, like, yeah, there's some things we need to fix. Like, I don't know why he comes out here. Code your own engine and show us how it's done, please. We will be your customer when you pull it off. The people doing it now are clearly dumb and don't know what they're doing, and all the support and recommendations and code and architecture from the world's greatest hardware companies and tech companies working with the world's...
Yeah, that's what I was saying before with IGN is I can't stand these people that try to get online and have no idea what they're talking about. They genuinely have no idea what they're talking about and then trying to give advice. Like, I've had it in my comments. I've seen it a lot with like firefighter comments on like Kick and stuff. Like, whenever you get online and you say these dumb things, and the people that are involved that actually made the game, they read it and they're like, oh, this guy makes no sense and he has no idea what he's talking about. It's so obvious, but you can't really relay that. You just kind of just have to deal with the fact that there are people that think that they know way more, even though sometimes it's just not the case. But I don't know in this instance, so I can't really cast shade on this, you
Greatest
know?
real-time graphics engine coders don't know what you seem to know. /sarcasm. Legitimately, all Randy had to do was just be AFK. Like, if he just didn't have a Twitter account, Borderlands 4 would still be getting, you know, glazed to high heavens here with, like, the little asterisks about performance issues, and that would be that. And
That's the thing that he's not really seeming to understand, is that if he could just shut up and say, we're working on the problems, we do apologize, and just put up a good customer service face, this would blow over and he would have redeemed himself. But no, we're just going to double down and die on the hill.
I'm
Like
sure
usual.
those performance issues will get fixed in due time. I'm pretty confident. But Rand out all kinds of bile. I know a lot of you are dead set on playing at 4K with ultra max settings and using 2 or 3-year-old hardware. You do you, but Borderlands 4 and Unreal Engine 5 are doing a lot, and for me, that trade-off for frames isn't worth it. I play at 1440p with settings super high, and I'm super happy with that trade-off. The game looks amazing at 1440p. If you're not 4K stubborn and just want to have a great fun time with higher perf, please consider running at 1440p resolution. If you've got a beast of video card, you're probably fine at 4K, but if you're in the middle or close to min spec, I would definitely recommend making that trade. Again, Randy, it's not just people that are trying to run this game at significantly higher settings than their hardware will allow that are having performance.
Sometimes the game just won't play. Sometimes that's just how it is.
Issues here, man. He has deluded himself into thinking that the game is perfectly optimized, that is smooth for everybody, and anyone having issues, it's their own fault. When that is not the case. He is literally that meme of, you're all wrong. He's just so dislikable. I hate that I can hear this dweeb through the tone of his tweets. Like, I can already just see him slicking back his hair as he makes this one. Fun fact, customer service reports for Borderlands 4 at roughly 1% or so of installs using that simple rounded ratio. Pitchford, you're welcome. Again, is able to turn
that's all I really want to say about this. There really wasn't too much crazy stuff. He's right about some things, but most of that is just wrong about. The only thing that I could see him being right about is the people online saying how they should do their job. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think I'll ever be a big fan of that, but that's me. So apparently Hassan fucked up. Typical that Hassan would mess up.
Me again. I'm about 2-3 weeks into my vacation. I'm enjoying every second.
What the hell did you do to your face, brother? Did you get into a fight with a razor and lose?
Borderlands 4, it's going great. I'm playing as
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Vex. I beat Fallout 4, main story. Hey, what's that shit they say? In the Brotherhood of Steel? Like ad Verstappen? No, that's Max Verstappen.
Jesus Christ almighty. It's ad Victorium, you simpleton.
Wrong guy. Anyways, I just...
Ad Victorium!
Beat Act 1 on Silksong. Probably going to go beat Dark Souls 2, and then probably finish up Sekiro, just to say that 13 years. So rejuvenated. They're doing this. The only thing I think is, man, this guy really needs to grow his beard back. God, fuck! Yeah, anyways, I was sitting there, and I've been kind of active on Twitter lately. That's an understatement. I've been a fucking Twitter schizo for the past little bit. I'm not, but I would like to say, despite how I'm worried about you, I am. because I don't think you realize what you're setting yourself up to do and what you are setting yourself up to be. And I want to explain why that is. Now, Hassan was a guy I barely knew. First time I really met him was for Steak and Eggs. We did an episode where I was very excited to talk to him about anime. I was very, very, very excited. And it was a good time. We had a good conversation.
Damn, that's kind of sad to think about. Like, the only one that's currently steadily going live is Imaru. Everyone else is kind of dipped out for a little bit. You know, Asmon and his dad, he hasn't been live in over a month now. And Tectone, you know, it's kind of sad.
It was enjoyable. I believe this was supposed to be Will Neff's episode on Steak and Eggs, but Hassan really wanted to do the podcast because Pa has a speedy recovery. And we care about you, man. We love you. Hope you're doing all right. Somewhere along the lines of Hassan and I's history, there was this fat piece of shit lard woman called Froggen. She said America deserved 9/11. You know, hope veterans get PTSD, and I call her a fat fuck. You know, something happens with Denims. Denim sucks her 100th dick for the day. That way she can stay relevant because Denims believes talent is sexually transmitted. I call her a whore. She calls me a rapist.
Jesus, Tectone.
Someone up congressional hearings about my dad, and yeah, apparently my dad did some horrible shit back in the day. And yeah, it's not good. And to be honest, I'll be real, Hassan. You have made my father and I's relationship much different. We barely talk anymore. I've never had him on stream. And you know what? I'm okay with that. My dad did some fucked up shit. He did, absolutely. 100%. Now, I didn't rape anybody. I want to make that very clear. What my father did, some shit. You start calling me a rapist. Hey, man, that's not chill. And I think about that. Misinformation spreads so rapidly. And
that's why you gotta nip it in the butt. You gotta nip misinformation in the butt before it gets started. Welcome back, Chase.
And by me seeing how I can live
That's why, like, I'm so quick to go to the comments and, like, remove misinformation, because it spreads so quick. Because it used to be word of mouth, and then the entire town knew. And now you read one comment that is just so happens to be at the top of a video, and the misinformation starts spreading like crazy. That's how most of the people that found Asmongold. Most of his biggest haters turned out to be his biggest fans, because you have Reddit, for example, spreading around all this misinformation and these clips taken out of context, and then people show up to his stream to bash him, and they start listening to him, and they realize, oh, it's bogus.
Life. So straightforward, so honestly, and have everyone assume the worst within a drop of a hat. It has radicalized me beyond anything I ever thought capable. It has enlightened me in no way I ever thought possible. And the way that I operate and my strive to grow and change and adapt and evolve as a human being, I feel like I was put into a cocoon. And when I hatched from this cocoon, I became a white supremacist.
Jesus, man.
And craziness, but I genuinely don't feel that you will. Your viewers to kill people in the street. You are telling people to kill a senator. And I want to make this very clear. Hassan, I hope none of this happens to you. I do. I hope there is a point where you can get away from all this craziness, but I genuinely don't feel that you will.
I think he's kind of stuck in it. I don't think Hassan's legacy is going to be too well if he keeps going down where he's going, because I know what he's talking about. And it's really sick and disgusting to think that Twitch won't ban him no matter what he does, because he can advocate for death and violence and wave guns around on his stream and nothing comes of it. But he calls somebody fat and he immediately gets a 2-week ban. And it's really disgusting. It's really disgusting. And I just don't see it ending well for him. So, if anyone was wondering whatever happened to Ellen DeGeneres, apparently she's a big piece of crap, and she abused a lot of her workers. She lost everything. She went on a tour, a comedic tour? I don't even know. And this is apparently where everything ended up.
DeGeneres is now being sued for negligence after she allegedly ran a stop sign and T-boned a woman's Tesla. So even after moving across the world, it seems like Ellen, for some reason, is having a hard time avoiding American.
Well, she's having a hard time avoiding anything because she's a piece of crap.
Headlines. Except for this time, she isn't being called out for being a shitty boss. She's being called out for T-boning an innocent woman in her Tesla. Because I guess who needs stop signs when you can just plow into another vehicle? Not very generous if you ask me. But hey, this is very unfortunate for Ellen, as the last few years she's been under scrutiny for a numerous amount of controversies. The main one being that she creates a toxic work culture and that she doesn't really live up to the whole be kind mantra that she preached on for decades on TV.
I'm friends with George Bush. In fact, I'm
just like any YouTuber. You don't know them. You don't know what's going on behind the doors. You don't live with them. You don't know.
friends with a lot of people who don't share the
That
same.
seemed to be like a really big thing between like, I think it was like 2008 to like 2016. A lot of people got, kicked off of YouTube and stuff for, all the grooming and the child stuff, and a lot of TV shows ended up getting a lot of backlash. I mean, what happened to Fox News even? It seemed to be a really big culture for whatever reason.
Beliefs that I have. When I say be kind to one another, I don't mean only the people that think the same way that you do. I mean be kind to everyone.
But before all of that, Ellen was mostly a beloved comedian, talk show host, and maybe more notably,
her TV show went on for over like what, 10 years? It was around for a while.
Dory in Finding Nemo.
Want a piece of me? Yeah. Ooh, I'm scared now. What? Wait a minute. Stop following me, okay?
But a lot has changed since the infamous Oscar selfie has been taken, back when Ellen was actually in the good graces of the general public. But I mean, in the years since, Ellen has had such a fall from grace so monumental it should be studied. It's a good lesson in showing up for people. Like maybe if Ellen showed up to, what's her name?
At only one per person. And I just wanted to see how honest my audience was, because it turns out you're very honest. Any of you could have taken more than one thing, and you didn't, except for these ladies right here. So what is your name? Nancy. Nancy. Oh, Nancy. Your name? Anna. All right, well, Anna got you in big trouble.
That is such a fascinating use of being a show host. Why would you ever want to humiliate an audience member of yours? Like, she literally made her audience member go sit in Ellen jail. Imagine traveling far and you're excited to sit in the audience and get free merch, only to be portrayed as like some damn Daniel of being greedy and dishonest. Are you serious? But unfortunately for Ellen, she just kind of had this like death by 1,000 cuts, because nothing like truly.
Usually when a downfall happens, it just keeps going down and down. It's a spiral of hell, dude.
She's now being sued for negligence after allegedly running a stop sign and T-boning another driver back in 2023. The woman, whose name hasn't been released, claims she stopped at a four-way intersection and made sure there was no other vehicles present before driving forward. That's when DeGeneres allegedly and suddenly, without any warning, collided into her vehicle and T-boned her, causing injury. So I mean, since this was 2023, Ellen probably was rushing to work to scream at some intern for her new Netflix special. We'll get into that later on. But the lawsuit does go on to further accuse Ellen of exhibiting negligent behavior or conduct that fell below the standard of care of a reasonable person. So they're basically saying that Ellen wasn't paying attention to the laws of the road, and her negligence in this case, ignoring a stop sign, caused an accident.
Well, you have to keep in mind, this was back when she had a bunch of money, right? She had those big contracts, and she was, treating her employees like crap because she was the star of the show, right?
Too much public information on the severity of the accident itself or the specifics of this woman's injuries, but the lawsuit does state that she suffered multiple serious personal injuries and damages as a result. Hold up. I'm just making literally the best sugar-free lemonade I've ever. But if you actually if you want. She still likely had to deal with things like missing out on paydays because, you know, she was unable to work and all of the medical expenses required to deal with her injuries, not to mention that on top of all the financial burden of the accident. And the woman also allegedly struggles with loss of enjoyment of life, emotional distress, and anxiety. And I guess all of those things stacked up on top of each other result in this woman suing Ellen for general negligence and an undisclosed amount of compulsory damages. Naturally, people in the comments of these articles called this cash grab and questioned why this woman waited 2 years before finally suing. Honestly, that's a valid question.
I kind of feel the same. Why would you wait 2 years to sue somebody? I mean, you can, sure, but why the hell would you?
But also, to be fair, she could have just assumed that she would recover and be back to work in a couple months, and then things didn't work out as planned. It's hard to really tell when you get such limited information in the lawsuit, but also, is that a telling thing? Like, if she was seriously injured, would they not go into way more detail on how seriously injured she was? I'm just saying, I've been
She probably just got a lawyer that sit down and talk and see if that, you know, she can get any money, and then the lawyer was like, oh yeah, we can get money. I guarantee that's what it was.
BitBoy was claiming emotional distress and lost pay. Bunch of money thanks to you guys. But I digress. Other people are currently speculating that the reason it took so long for her to file a lawsuit is because she may have been trying to settle it privately, and after many failed attempts, she's now gone public. See, that kind of makes a little bit more sense.
That
but
does
if you
make
have
more
been keeping
sense.
up with me
That
for a
makes
while,
a lot more sense.
You would remember that back in 2020, we covered her original first downfall. Actually, I made 2 separate videos on this topic. The first one was covering some of her scandals back then, and then the second one was the work environment. Because there was a ton of things that Ellen had done to piss off the majority of people during COVID, like cut a bunch of shows' employees' pay and compare her being quarantined in her beautiful home to being in jail.
One thing that I've learned from being in quarantine is that people, this is like being in jail, is what it is. It's mostly.
I remember so many of those online stars coming out and being like, "Oh, COVID sucks. Being quarantine's terrible." And it's like, bro, you got a big house. You're not bumping into people. You could probably go in one area of that house and never see anybody. But how big that mansion is? Shut up. What you crying about, man? You can have your groceries delivered to you. You pretty much already do that. Stop complaining, you freaking losers.
Because I've been wearing the same clothes for 10 days and everyone in here is gay.
It just kind of came across as out of touch when she was living here. But also, it wasn't a pandemic.
She was.
This was
Well, I bet she's complaining. She's complaining real big now, I bet.
Everyone's first pandemic, and most were scared and feeling cooped up for raising complaints about working conditions. While no specific allegations were made against DeGeneres, one former employee alleged producers hid the toxic workplace complaints from the host. So I guess you could claim that you didn't know, but the show is literally named after you, and the whole show goes on about being super generous. It's just a massive juxtaposition. Then, after a couple failed apologies and attempts to sweep the article and growing rumors under the rug, the Ellen DeGeneres show ended up ending in July of 2022.
Good.
As you may have heard, this summer there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show. And then there was an investigation. I learned
and then they found that you're a piece of crap. Oh, my camera died. That's nice.
Things happened here that never should have happened. I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were affected. I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility.
And you know what's crazy? Is you're not sorry. You're not sorry that you did the things you did. You're sorry you got caught, but that's okay. Because your life's about to get a lot more miserable.
For what happens at my show.
Approval. And in this special, she tried and she failed to laugh off the accusations about her workplace culture and wiggle her way back into people's good books. And she did actually respond to the rumors. And Ellen's version of the events includes her being kicked out of show business for being mean. She says on her own Netflix special. Okay, the top comment on the trailer also says that people think the audience are actors.
Ben's cat. LFS.
All right, well, let me catch up on what's been going on with me since you saw me last. I decided to take up gardening. I got chickens.
People like this, they don't ever apologize because they're actually sorry. They're apologizing because they want to get back into money. They don't care about you. They don't care about how you feel. They just want money.
Let me see what else I can tell you about that's been going on. Oh, yeah, I got kicked out of show business. The Be Kind girl wasn't kind. That was the headline. Here's the problem. I'm a comedian who got a talk show, and I ended the show every day by saying, be kind to one another. Had I ended my show by saying, go f yourselves, people would have been pleasantly surprised to find out I'm kind.
Now, based on the trailer alone, I don't think anyone expected to be blown away by this, but her casual attitude about the serious allegations honestly rubbed
of human garbo.
A ton of people the wrong
Garbage.
way. And public opinion of Ellen at this point was still not the best. And it kind of seemed like any hope for a return to the spotlight was over for her at this point. And after the results of the 2024 US election, Ellen and her wife, Portia, she stuck to her word and actually packed up and moved to the United Kingdom.
I've kind of tuned into it every now and then. I mean, it was kind of like it just kind of played sometimes, you know.
Whether you agree with her politically or not, she stuck to her guns. She is true to her word. She and Portia de Rossi have left the country.
Days after the election, they bailed. They went to England. Now, they had a house that they
already had a house.
They had a house, but that didn't mean they were going to live there. It's in the Cotswolds.
Keanu Reeves would be awesome
They
to
made
meet
a
in
decision,
person.
as our source put it, who is very connected to them, to get the hell out. And they did it days after the election. They
passed. That was until now, because the California legal system has just come knocking at her door. It's unclear if any more details will be released anytime soon.
I mean,
but I'd
it's going to be
surprised if
really
Ellen
hard
didn't want
to
to settle this
sue
privately and avoid
Ellen
having to return.
if she's in the UK. I mean, I'm sure that some of the laws will transfer over, but I don't know. That's got to be such a headache to deal with. That has to be such a headache to deal with, you know? There's no way. Check out a Tuesday. It's awesome. Set my like on this video. Do we have any more breaking news before we head into... Let me see. Do we have anything that's new? Luigi Man only arrives at court as terror. Critically wounded in deadly incident with illegal immigrant. That's crazy. They got rid of the terror. I don't really think that's politically charged, though. Why would he get charged with terrorism for killing the CEO? That's different. I don't think there's anything that's too crazy.
Luigi, how you feeling? How you doing, sir? Good?
I mean, if they threw his terrorist charges out, I can see why. He's not his killing wasn't politically charged. It was financially motivated, yes, but it wasn't politically charged. Not like what Charlie Kirk's killer was doing.
Luigi! 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 Luigi!
Look at this little group of people. There's a little tiny group of people just sitting here.
Luigi!
Bro, they're not going to free this guy. He's going to jail for murder. But it's funny.
Luigi!
What is this? Is this more people? He trying to cover his face up. He failing. Oh, this must be the people getting into the courtroom.
Down here, I promise you, you will not enter this courthouse. If you demonstrate that you cannot be orderly outside, you will not come in.
Ooh. Yeah, they're not messing around with that.
Let's go, Win. Come on.
Justice will prevail, you say. Of course it will. Whoever wins this war becomes justice. What the
Good,
fuck?
online. Let's go.
What an idiot. So many people. Eh? Okay, we got a Karen that thinks she's above the law.
Hey, listen. I can't leave till my bus comes. These people refuse to talk to me like a human.
What an idiot.
So I have to cause a whole scene.
Right here. You cannot stand in the middle of the road.
Then remove me. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, well that'll be easy to do. It's the police. What goes through these people's minds, man? Seriously. Let me try to get my camera hooked back up. USB. I'm sure it'll die again before the end of the stream, but that's whatever. There we go.
I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart.
I'm trying to help you. And for me to help you, I'm not gonna stand in front of no buses.
For you to help me, I have to cause a scene.
Why don't you help yourself by getting out of the middle of the road? Because if there's a line of buses, you're not going to be able to get to your bus if it shows up.
Help me, right?
Exactly, so I'm trying to help you
After I did all of this, so when I was at the window politely speaking, exactly, because that's how you get a supervisor. Because when I was standing there, yes, please.
If you refuse to leave, you are subject to arrest.
Please do. Thank you. Sir, we can talk over there now that I've stood here for an hour and did all of this. I just want to have to do all that. But I did because I've been at the window for an hour asking for a manager. So if you want to argue with me, I can back up in front of this bus again because I'm not here. I will go to jail. That's what I need you to understand.
If you go to jail, the only person that is hurting is you. If you think that this bus company gives a crap if you end up in jail because you don't know how to get out of the middle of the road, like what is that mindset? It's so stupid. What does she think she's gonna accomplish by ending up in jail for standing in front of the road? Like, what? It's like the way she's saying it, she's like threatening him. I will go to jail for standing in the road. Oh, okay, well then go to jail. I don't care. Bro probably makes like, what, $16 an hour? Come on, you really think this guy gives a crap?
Thank you. Physically remove me. Physically remove me. I'm not.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
You're going to jail. Well, you just said you'd be willing to go to jail.
Because what are you doing? This is a lot easier, isn't it?
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Okay.
Right. Because then the woman else will start swinging. No. For what? You're not my damn daddy.
Wait.
You're not my dad? How old is this lady? There's no way this is real. This feels so fake. What?
Just wait, because you're making it more difficult.
Please do.
Just wait, you're making it way more difficult than it has to be. Now you're going to jail.
No.
Now you're going to jail for something.
No, you're going to jail. There's no.
You're an adult, right?
I am
You're
an
just
adult.
doing your job.
You're
You can't say no to the police. That's not how the police work. Did they just get a lot of people to take you down and handcuff you, and you get charges for resisting arrest, and then you go to jail for longer? There's no to that. You're dumb. No.
Record.
No to you.
Just record him.
All right.
Just
Put your hands behind your back.
Record what?
Put your hands behind your back. That is resisting. Put your hands behind your back now.
Break my arm.
That's
Break
fine.
it. No, don't cut my
Exactly. So put it down.
Okay. Damn, don't cut me.
Yo, just hold the purse at like gunpoint or something. She'll do whatever then. Just hold it at gunpoint. She'll put her hands behind her back. You gotta think smarter, bro. Oh my God.
Put your hands back.
Bro, they need to have like a helmet cam for these police officers, because like, how are you supposed to see anything with that? That is a mess. That body cam. Can't see anything. Oh my God.
Stop.
Stop. Let go. Let go. Stop resisting. Let go.
You just said you're gonna have to arrest me or physically move you out of the middle of the road. And then now that you're getting arrested, you're mad and you're like, get off of me. How do people like this function? I don't understand it. Do you really act this way at a job? How do you function this way outside of a job? There's no way. How? Who hires somebody like this? Oh, she got pepper sprayed. Oh, she's getting maced. Loser, that's what you get. She's still resisting. Oh my god, dude. Bruh. You can't get that little... Damn, there. Now he's coughing because... Now they're all coughing because of the mace. Because she doesn't want to do... Oh my god. Damn.
Yeah, definitely. Well played, well played.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Go on, so that matters.
Hey, stop. Calm down. Two. Down.
Jesus.
Stop resisting.
Damn, man, she's racist, dude. She calls him cracker. That's crazy.
Goofy ass.
Get in the car.
All this over a bus stop, man. Man, she need to go home and take her pills.
Sergeant, we were Atlanta Police. What happened today?
You want the whole story or the part that got me arrested? Or
whatever you want to tell me.
I got here a minute after my bus left. I spent an hour going back and forth to the person, asking when the next bus was coming. She kept promising me a later time. I asked to speak to a supervisor. She refused to get a supervisor. So I stood here and caused a big scene so that I could get a supervisor. After 5 buses bagged up and multiple people called the supervisor, he finally came over, and instead of being a supervisor and being professional, he was an asshole. I was like, F you, I could just stand here all day, and it became that. And your officers, instead of speaking to me like a human being or just escalating the situation, they wanted...
They asked you so many times to get out of the middle of the road. They asked you so many times that they told you they were going to arrest you if you didn't get out of the road. Pikachu surprise face, you got arrested, and now you're saying it's their fault? Where do these people come from? What planet do you hail? Come on! How did you get through school?
To push me and force me to sit down, and that's where things got to be a problem. Okay, yeah, I have an attitude, whatever, but that does not give you the right to put your hands on someone.
It does, because they're law enforcement and they're telling you to get the hell out of the middle of the road, and you actively not doing what the police are telling you to do gets you arrested when it comes to blocking up traffic.
Not my father. He cannot force me to sit down, and you guys...
Well, he did. Look what you're doing. You're sitting down. He also arrested you, too. Going to jail,
you
dummy.
You have the right to force someone to sit down, but you don't. Like, I don't care where y'all wrote that shit, you don't. Like, you really don't.
Okay, sure, whatever you say.
Don't have that, and that's where, when he pushed me down, he caused me to hit my head.
She's not even trying to use law. She's just cooked. She's just cooked, man. Ain't nothing going on behind them eyes except for Coco Melon and bad choices in life.
I blacked out. I don't do that. I didn't put my hands on him. I didn't put my hands on anybody. I may have been rude. I may have been very disrespectful, and that's that.
But you can't block the flow of traffic in public.
Give you the right to put your hands on anyone, because if I came up to you guys and I felt like you were rude and I just started swinging on you, it would have been a problem. So, vice versa.
They told you so many times to move or we're going to arrest you. She's probably going to get charged with disorderly conduct. I guarantee you.
And that's where the whole thing went left. When he forced me to sit down and push my head into that pole over there.
Okay, so the officer says, I told you to sit down.
Right.
Okay. Were you blocking the road here?
Yes. At the time he told me to sit down. No, sir, I was no longer blocking the road. We were face to face like this. He could have spoke to me.
Yeah, check out check out Midwest Safety. Go ahead and leave a like on their videos. They're a great channel. Awesome channel, by the way.
To sit down. So he kept trying to bag me up into that spot. And when I refused to sit down, he tried to yank me down and push me into the pole. And I'm pretty sure his body.
No, he tried to arrest you. He was detaining you because you weren't following directions, and you were being a problem. You know, like what happens whenever you're a problem as a child, and your mother or your father spanks the crap out of you, and then you realize that the world doesn't revolve around you, it revolves around rules and regulations and doing right instead of wrong. But for whatever reason, a lot of these people don't seem to understand that.
We'll show that, and that's where we're going with this. Just look at the body camera.
When they're conducting investigations, they can tell you to sit down. That's within their rights. Actually, yes, ma'am, it is.
I'm listening to you, but that's not.
Okay, well,
you can't take my rights away.
Oh, he wasn't.
He was, though. When he forced me to sit down, and this isn't a debate.
If he's conducting an investigation,
there was nothing to investigate.
I don't know what the crime was here, but he's going to do an investigation. He's within his rights to have you sit down.
Okay, that's for the judge to decide. Yeah, he hit my head against the pole, and that's when I started swinging on him.
Well, you didn't get your head hit against no pole.
I'm not. There's no debate here.
I don't even think there was a pole over there. She's talking about like, because she was in like the median where all the rocks and the bush was. Is there a pole there? I didn't even see that pole. Dang, bro, that's assault. Peacekeeper.
Yeah, you're stretched behind his ear. Your leg.
Damn, she clawed him up too.
This leg, that leg.
Oh, he got messed up.
This suspect was charged with battery on a law enforcement.
Oh, battery, resisting officer with violence, resisting officer without violence, trespassing on property after warning, resisting officer without violence.
Officer, resisting with violence,
Jesus.
Resisting without violence, trespass after warning, and another charge of resisting without violence, totaling a bond of $2,950. She is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Hi, Christina.
So, Christina, come over.
Oh, we get a two-parter.
My drawers, can y'all get the f off of me? Y'all have no right to arrest me, so y'all gonna get the f off of me.
You're not under arrest.
So let go of me, please.
Oh, we got a two-parter here. Hold on. Let me use the bathroom real quick. Got us a two-parter. Okay, we're back.
The f off of me. Y'all have no right to arrest me, so y'all gonna get the f off of me.
You're not under arrest.
So let go of me, please. We're not. I promise we're not. I promise we're not. Hey, can I pull my rolling?
Take her phone.
Why is it with all these like little ladies that seem to have like the strength of 5 people? She's so tiny. How?
I don't need to go to the hospital. They're trying to.
Woo! Ooh, she jacked up. She messed up, son. Yo! All I saw was her try to take off, and immediately all I saw was pavement. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. Damn! Bro! You don't want to go to the hospital.
Quit.
You're not taking me.
You told us on body camera that if we took your child, you would take her gun and end it.
You're going to jail because you're lying. I didn't ask you to take me to the trash can.
Stop.
Please let go of me.
Stop.
Please let go of me. I'm trying to go home. My face is.
You're not going home anymore.
My head into the ground.
You did that.
You recording this? Thank you. Please record this. Please
it is being recorded.
They just slammed me into the ground with no permission, none of that.
Come on.
They don't need permission. You're crazy, and you tried to run, so they put you in the ground.
You're trying to take me into the ground? No, you're not taking me to the ground.
You're gonna go, and you're gonna like it.
I don't want to go.
It's okay. It's where you'll be the safest, away from the general population. It's great. They have all kinds of fun projects in there. You know, they watch Cocomelon, and they eat 2 times a day, and you can get a nice white vest where you can sit there like this all day long, and you just rock back and forth. It's like the best thing in the world. Not to mention the white walls. It's such a great place to go. You'll like it there, I promise.
I do have option, and I'm not going.
Why are you doing so, yeah, here's your option. You can get in, or they're gonna hog. Whatever happened to hog tying people? They used to hog tie people. They would tie your legs up, and then they would put you in the back of the car. Whatever happened to that? Did that show that anymore? Like, I remember that used to be a big thing.
I don't want to go. Well,
like if you started kicking people and stuff, they would hog tie you up and they would throw you in the back of that cruiser.
Son,
you don't have a choice.
Like there is a device on a police car for every situation. They got something for spitting. They got something for cussing. They got something for running. They got something for kicking. Why don't we see any of those anymore?
Yes, he's fine.
He's not fine.
He is fine.
You want to voluntarily step in, or do you want to be hobble strapped?
I'm asking you, why am I going in the back of this car?
Because you threatened to take a gun and move it. That's why.
What the f*** are you talking about a gun? What the f*** are you talking about a gun? I promise I'm not getting in the back of this car.
Okay.
You're gonna get in the back of the car. You've got. They just
stop.
Look, she's kicking. Hog tie her. I want to see the hog tie. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Molly, you're hurting me, please.
You're doing this to yourself.
I'm not.
Stop.
You are.
Stop. To arrest me.
You're not under arrest.
Help me. I don't need medical.
I'm very curious why, because like they're telling her she's not under arrest. Like, what's up with that? I'm very curious.
Listen, you just have to relax.
Oh, look, they hog tying her. Yo, let's go. I was just talking about that.
You're going to jail.
Oh my god, dude.
He went outside.
Bro, look. They're standing over her like they just caught something. Yo. Oh my god, I'm dead. Yo, I'm waiting for one of them to like put their foot on the back of her calf or something. Be like, well, we got another one, boys. No way!
Me for him to go outside.
I once wanted to sit.
Oh, dude, this broke me. Oh my god.
I told you 3 times.
I sat in the back of the van.
Yeah, and you kicked the door shut.
No, I didn't. What the f? You let me out the back of the van.
You never were in the van.
Bro, there's no way she's trying to double back on that now. That's crazy.
I'm pretty serious.
She just said, I promise you I'm not getting in that van. And then they pulled her off to the side, put her in the grass, and hog tied her.
Now you're going to jail.
Right? You got this all on video. Rolling.
Oh yeah, it's all on video, don't worry. It's all on video for everyone but you to enjoy.
You're telling me to stand up, I can't.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that when you had that ability.
On your mother. On your braggedy ass, goofy ass, white ass, cracker ass.
Oh my god, dude, another one that's racist. Great.
No, you don't, and you're not.
I love how it's okay for them to say the N-word to each other. But God forbid anyone say the N-word who's white. But like, they can call white men crackers. That's some fucked up shit, because that's pretty racist. That's pretty high up there, if I'm being honest.
I can't breathe.
And I get they have 2 different meanings and they're really not comparable, but like, because, you know, the N-word has actual history to it, it just kind of blows my mind how acceptable that is between them, but I don't know. I just think that it's either way, it's racially charged, and I think that none of them should be acceptable, but for whatever reason, we live in the society where it's acceptable to say stuff like that, but God forbid, roles reversed, right?
Like that. If you
Okay,
can,
put me on the wall. Just put me on the wall, strap me in. Just put me on the wall,
You can do that?
Yes, I promise.
Okay, no more issues.
I don't believe her for a
No
second.
issues. Take this off my head. Put me on the wall.
That's not going to happen. You're already
Why?
exposed.
You can strap me on the wall. I'm by myself. I can't breathe. I can't
You can't breathe? What do you mean you can't breathe? There's plenty of air in there. What do you mean you can't breathe?
Dina, stop.
I can't breathe.
You wanted
Oh, another one went banshee mode. Boys, we're cooked. The wails of anger can tell all, even outside the van. There's nothing quite like hearing a banshee wail when you're outside playing basketball and you hear the screams of the banshee. All heads turn towards the van because they know someone getting fucked up in there.
Right? I'm asking you to breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, please.
Just literally spit in my face.
And you don't care.
Because you spit in my face. Just spit.
But you insulted
Damn, she spit in his face too? Ooh, what a nasty little worm.
If
Ooh,
you do it, then we strap you to
nasty little worm she is. Oh my god. Yo, they tied her. They hog-tied her. Bro, she damn near got everything on the list. Dude, they put the thing on her face to keep her from spitting. They got her hogged. Woo! Whoa, that's a feisty one. Gotta put this banshee in a lockbox, bro.
Bye, Toodle, Toodle-goose, let's go. Let's go.
They kind of did. They got the little spitting thing on her.
Don't leave, let's go.
You know what they should do? They should have a device to where if you spit, it automatically comes back in your face. That would be the best thing ever. Man, they don't need sirens anymore. They got her in the back. See what? I think every police car needs one of these, and we'll be set, bro. All the crashes in the world will just be done.
This suspect was charged with felony assault as her attempt to spit on an officer.
Oh, that's rough.
She is
Oh,
innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
oh, that's a big one.
And the first thing that people attack because the mental gymnastics people pull to justify their behavior.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The amount of mental gymnastics that you see in a lot of these people is just, it blows my mind. It absolutely just stuns me. Ugh, okay. Check out IMD. Oh, dude, I'm stupid. Midwest Safety. Send them a like on their video. My camera's gonna die again. Being stupid. What the? Should honestly just invest in another battery for this damn thing. We got the Army recruits next. What was that? Bro, I swear to God, if they're soft on these boys, I'm gonna go crazy. Hold on. I'm trying to cool this damn battery down before I start charging it. It does, but like sometimes when it overheats, it won't charge. It has to be like reasonably cool for it to charge or stay charged. It usually doesn't do this. That's why I'm like, maybe it's time to just get a new battery, because I use this thing every single day. I kid you not, I use this thing every day, even on the weekends. It might just be time to get a new battery. It only comes with the one battery. We'll have to go at least halfway through this video without the battery. Well, I mean without the camera. Okay, let's get it. if they go soft on these, see, we got the recruits go through an Army basic training at Fort Benning. IMD Aviation, check them out.
Serves as the primary training ground for the U.S. Army Infantry School, where
Oh,
more
let's
than
go.
60,000 soldiers graduate every year after enduring intense training and evaluation.
Damn, look at them all.
Within the first 72 hours, recruits are issued their full Army uniforms,
Hey.
undergo comprehensive drug testing, and are provided with all essential gear, including boot camp supplies and identification tags.
You too. You have a good day, off-grid Andy.
The Shark Attack used to be a long-standing tradition in basic training, where drill sergeants
harm people,
aggressively
hurt
intimidated
people.
recruits to instill discipline and test their mental toughness. This tradition was replaced in
95?
2020 by the first 100 yards, a modern
Really?
team-building event that enforces
Shark
discipline
Attack
through
back then.
leadership and collaboration,
Shark
rather
Attack.
than
What's the
fear
Shark Attack?
or
Is that what you
intimidation.
called your squad? That's the only thing that I haven't done. This. I haven't done this, and I'm so curious to see how hard it is. I could do muscle ups like all day. I don't know if I can do this because that requires a lot of core strength, and I'm not gonna lie, my core is kind of healthy. I try to keep up with it, but like, man, yeah, look, that looks like it
Days of
sucks.
Training, recruits memorize the soldier's creed, embrace the Army's core values,
I wonder how often they get the military guys to go back out, like the recruits, to go back out there and cut all this grass. I wonder how often that happens.
learn the discipline of following orders. Sleep is extremely limited, with
Castle
recruits
truck.
averaging only 4 to
Drill
6 hours
sergeant
per
was
night,
walking.
as they quickly adjust to the strict schedule and the physically demanding
Jesus.
expectations of basic training at Fort Benning.
The drill sergeant was walking over people's backs in the castle truck. Cattle
The
truck. I'm
obstacle
sorry,
course
cattle
is
truck.
designed to build strength, agility, and
That's crazy.
confidence under extreme physical and mental pressure.
Crab walks suck. I'll admit it. I hate crab walks. I couldn't be going as slow as they're going, dude. That would kill me more.
On average, Army recruits lose 15 to 25 pounds during basic combat training,
Damn, I need to take me some of that, man. That's what I need in my life.
a result of intense physical
If
activity.
I lose like 15 or 20 pounds, bro, like, oh, man.
Strict schedules, and tightly controlled meals.
I bet. How many meals do they usually give you guys a day?
After climbing ropes and completing high-intensity exercises, recruits often soak their hands in ice water to relieve swelling and accelerate recovery after strenuous
I bet that's so nice. Bro, if I had that at the fire academy, oh my god. That would have been so nice. 2 hot meals and like an MRE. Huh. No matter where you were. That's pretty cool.
The cold immersion therapy is intended to help speed recovery.
Do they even have a like a cafeteria there? I feel like y'all would just be eating MREs, right?
most physically demanding training days, allowing recruits to continue performing at a high level.
Shit, I remember whenever I was at the fire academy, the first day we was doing push-ups on like 95-degree pavement. Bro, like the amount of people that had blisters on, like I had huge blisters on the palms of my hands. Like they easily took up the majority of my palm. We was back at it the next day with busted blisters and willing hearts.
In case y'all were wondering, training is the top.
The confidence climb is a signature component of Infantry 1 Station Unit training designed specifically to develop recruits' physical strength, agility, and mental toughness.
a case of water and a steak that we grabbed it.
Eat
The course is located at Sand Hill, a rugged and challenging training area within the base that replicates the unpredictable obstacles of combat zones. It features high and demanding obstacles such as rope climbs, vertical walls, and narrow balance beams
I don't think I'd be very good at the rope climb either.
that push recruits to overcome fear while developing
Bro, you going too slow. See, that's the problem. When you scared of heights, I learned this going up and down the 50 foot and the 100 and or the 75 foot or however tall it is ladder, the actual like engine ladder. Go up that bitch as fast as you can so that way you can get it over with. Don't even think about it. If you slip and fall, just get up and keep going. Seriously. The worst thing you can do is sit there and think about it. I hate heights, but the minute I start thinking about it, I'm gonna lock up like a bitch. Gotta keep moving.
Coordination. Safety is a top priority, with drill sergeants providing constant supervision to ensure that every recruit navigates the course without serious injury. Medical personnel are strategically
I
stationed.
remember back whenever parks used to have these. These were so cool. You remember that? Can't even have these anymore because these parents don't know how to watch their goddamn kids. A lot of people I remember getting jacked up on the monkey bars, man. But I remember one time I like fell through the monkey bar because I was on top. And for whatever reason, my head like went and hit both sides of the monkey bars before I fell through. It was like I got suspended in animation and my head hit one side and then the other. And then I fell and I was like, ow, that hurt. And you know what I did? I got up and I just kept playing.
Ready to provide
That instance of pain, I remember now that even that I am 30, and I realize that must have really hurt. I don't remember the pain, but it must have done some damage if I still remember that.
Immediate care in the event of injuries or emergencies during training exercises. The course includes the infamous Tough One obstacle, which is well known for its extreme difficulty and height and tests. Recruits frequently experience rope burns and intense muscle fatigue due to the extreme physical effort required to complete each challenge successfully.
There's a lot of rope.
The full
I'm kind of surprised they don't let these guys have gloves.
Course typically consists of 15 to 20 obstacles. The basic combatives course is an intensive 40-hour program spread over 5
what kind of workout is that? I've never seen that. What is that?
consecutive days and represents level 1 of the Modern Army Combatives Program, MACP. MACP was introduced in the mid-1990s by the elite 75th Ranger Regiment and later implemented Army-wide to modernize hand-to-hand combat training across all units. The curriculum emphasizes grappling and clinch work, focusing on gaining control over opponents rather than relying solely on striking techniques. Training incorporates partner drills, pummeling, clinch entries, and positional control exercises, all conducted under close supervision by certified instructors. Recruits learn to achieve dominant ground positions such as mount, guard, and side control, as well as techniques to escape or transition effectively during combat situations.
See, look, that looks fun. He's smiling and having a fun time. I bet this is so fun.
The program includes basic submissions like the rear naked choke and arm bars, emphasizing both control over opponents and strict adherence to safety protocols. Striking techniques are introduced at a foundational level, focusing on open hand strikes, knee strikes, and controlled responses rather than full power blows. Safety equipment.
See, that'd be a great way to make some money, because, like, I'll notice that a lot of these branches, whenever you join them, they automatically teach you to, like, what, brown? If you were to keep taking the courses, if they allow you, a lot of them say they do, but I don't know how true that is. But if you were to keep taking the courses until you become a black belt, you could probably leave the military and teach it yourself. Like, that's what I would do. If I were to leave the military and I became a black belt in whatever fighting style that they taught me, I would open up my own place and just try to teach it to other people, you know? It's a great way to make a lot of money. Because they could charge, like, I think these fighting classes, they can charge you like a couple $100s for like one session. It's insane how much money they can make.
Including mouth guards and padded mats, is used during all live exercises to prevent injuries while maintaining realistic training conditions.
Well, I mean, this is the military. I think what I was referring to is maybe the Marines, because you can go all the way up to black belt in the Marine one, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think.
The course is taught by certified MACP instructors, many of whom have completed Level 2 80-hour training or higher. Combatives training is designed to reinforce key Army warrior tasks, readiness, confidence, and soldier survivability in close combat situations. Upon successful completion,
that sucks. Have you ever been hit in the leg like that? That sucks. That hurts. And not like the pain, because like if you flex it and then you get hit, it's not the initial impact that hurts, but the more you keep your leg flexed and you're trying to keep your leg where it's at so that way they don't get a position on you, the more fatigued it gets. It's like insult to injury. It's kind of crazy.
Soldiers receive a formal certificate of training from their unit or instructor, officially documenting their mastery of the course.
Cross the moat and go over the wall.
Whoa. Are we learning parkour now? Oh, what is this?
Development course typically takes place during Red Phase, within the first 3 weeks of basic combat training or infantry OSUT, and focuses on early team cohesion. The course emphasizes team coordination, problem solving, and non-verbal communication under stress, teaching recruits to rely on each other in challenging scenarios. Instructors closely observe and evaluate leadership potential, adaptability, and how effectively soldiers uphold Army values during every exercise and obstacle.
That looks really
include
fun.
Physical barriers such as walls, ropes, beams, and mock
That looks annoying. I wonder how many people have fallen in here.
The Leadership
the
Reaction
hell is
course
that?
features 20 lanes, split between 10 dry lanes and 10 wet lanes, used strategically based on weather conditions and training schedules.
Oh, I've never seen this training before. What is this? This is different.
Each lane presents
this new?
squads with mission-based scenarios, including building plank bridges, transporting ammo cans across water, and navigating tunnels or barrel obstacles. Teams follow strict timing rules, including 2 minutes for leader reconnaissance and 12 minutes to execute the task, with penalties for violating boundaries or exceeding the time limit.
This is new.
Roles rotate among team members, ensuring that each soldier has the opportunity to lead the team while others provide support or observe performance. Teams of 6 to 10 soldiers move through the lanes, with every member taking a turn as the leader and then serving in supportive roles to strengthen unit cohesion. Additional stressors are added through restricted zones, limited gear availability, and distractions from observers to simulate the pressure of
What the fuck? What's going on in here? What's going on with the internet? Come on, you piece of crap. God, I hate this fucking TV. I hate this fucking TV.